Hey there, it's your friend Stormy Warren here, and I want to invite you to my new home, the Big 615, exclusively on TuneIn. It's the official home of country music broadcasting live from Nashville to the world. Get the latest on country music, from your favorite artists to the hottest songs climbing up the charts. Oh, and it's commercial-free. Hear it all on the Stormy Warren Show, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Oh, that Ed Sheeran, what a guy.
Oh, what did he do now?
Oh,
is he still doing country, or did he change? Is he now doing hip-hop?
That's a good question. He might as well try doing hip-hop. He is, you know what he is doing? He's doing hop. How about that? He's doing half of that. Yeah.
All right. He's doing hop. Did he cut a leg off, or what's going on?
You know what? Not a bad thing. Maybe I should be a little bit more specific. He's doing hops. How about that?
He's got his own beer.
Yeah. Ooh, close.
Okay.
Close. At some point, though, I wouldn't be surprised. He hit up a brewery in Atlanta and ended up surprising everyone there by playing some songs. Then he covered the bar tab for an entire hour.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a baller move.
That is a really good move, man. See, everyone's always like, Vicky, I think Vicky's the one that said, I would love to be able to go in and buy everybody around. Yeah, but she waits for it to be like the cheapest booze at the cheapest time.
There's nothing more baller than buying around for everyone at the bar. For people you don't even know, just everyone. But of course, it has to be like $3 a piece.
And if he's paying for an hour, I'm willing to sit through an hour of him performing if he's buying my drinks. That's a smart move on his part.
Oh, yeah. Here's what it sounded like when Ed Sheeran surprised everybody at that brewery in Atlanta.
Right, I'm going to go in and play a song.
For 1 hour, drinks are on me. Dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you. Oh, I keep dancing with mine. Enjoy the free beers.
He's also serving the drinks to people, high-fiving everyone. Then he jumps up in the beer garden and performs in front of what looks like several hundred people.
Yeah.
Even if I'm like a massive like death metal fan, and I don't like anything other than death metal, for that hour, I'm an Ed Sheeran fan.
Oh, yeah.
He just bought us all drinks. That guy, he rules in my book.
Imagine that, though. I think you've also arrived, being able to be a baller enough to buy, but to be able to go behind the bar and serve. Like, they don't mind you doing that. Because
who's going to say no to him?
That's what I mean.
That person gets fired.
That's when you know you are the star.
Wouldn't that be funny if he's like, I want to jump on stage? I'm like, dude, sorry, we've got Ed Collins and the Jug Band. They're about to perform, and you know what? We can't cut into their set.
Yeah, by the way, I paid to see Ed Collins and the Jug Band, not you, Mr.
Awesome.
Sheeran.
Yeah. But how mad are you if you're Ed Collins and the Jug Band and the Ed Sheeran? Oh, man, not again. Ed Sheeran shows up and takes her spotlight. As long as I got a paycheck and I got the money that I was promised, I don't give a crap. I'm going to go enjoy Ed's free drinks.
What if you don't? You just get the free drinks.
I might throw a beer at him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dude, Danny just came up with the ultimate troll.
What's that?
If I'm Ed Sheeran, the top of the world, I look at every date of Ed Collins and the Jug Band, and I go do this every place they are.
You just continue to mess with Ed Collins and the Jug Band.
Everywhere they are. We're going to do it again. We're going over here, and we're going to surprise, and we're going to F Ed Collins and the Jug Band once again.
And he should show up with the Ed Collins and the Jug Band T-shirt. He should even cover one of their songs. And then like have it build to the point where people now just start showing up to see this fictional band that we've created called Ed Collins and the Jug Band.
Yeah.
And everyone shows up thinking, oh, Ed Sheeran is going to be there.
Yeah.
And that's the show where he doesn't show up.
Oh,
and then
man.
the hatred for Ed Collins and the Jug Band starts.
Yeah, that and then all of a sudden, you better start buying him beer, Ed Collins. Gee, you gotta cool these people down.
I think we need to start a Jug Band.
Oh, I didn't know that's where this conversation was going to go.
If I'm Ed Sheeran, I'm so rich now, I don't need to worry about paying my bills, but I'm probably still an artist at heart and I want to perform. I would just start doing this. Like, just show up to show up to Folk Life. I know that was this past weekend.
Yeah.
And just show up and be like, hey, I noticed you got a couple minutes of free time in between the two sets. Can I just jump up there with a guitar and just surprise people everywhere?
Are you going to give us free beer at the beer garden for an hour, Ed?
Oh, you know what? I mean, he's got to still be somewhat smart with his money.
Yeah, well, then I'm sorry. We don't have room for you. And why? Because we also have another special guest, Ed Collins and the Jug Band.
No, this is just Ed Collins acoustic.
Oh, Ed Collins.
Folk Life. They didn't want the Jug Band.
Wow, the Jug Band gets left out.
Yeah.
They're really getting effed by Eds everywhere. Ed Collins and Ed Sheeran.
Ed Collins' folk set doesn't really involve, a washboard and a pan,
a washboard,
and a bucket.
And don't forget the jug. It's kind of part of the being in the Jug Band.
And what's the broomstick with the long with the string that just does the bass sound?
Don't know what that's called.
It's like a poor man's bass.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Swiffer bass.
Yeah, Swiffer bass.
Let's call it that. I mean, I don't have a better name.
Yes, because back in the day when Jug Bands first started, there were plenty of Swiffers.
That's where Swiffers were created.
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody had was cleaning they're cleaning that little instrument with a rag. It fell on the floor and got stuck on and they were like, hey, this would be a.
Imagine being the dude that's a massive Ed Sheeran fan and you're there, but you got so wasted that you passed out at like a bench. And you're just and you wake up and everyone's like, dude, Ed Sheeran just performed. You're like, stop messing with me.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, check the internet.
Jimmy, look in the mirror. Why? Because normally we draw penises on your forehead, but we thought, oh, this is even worse. You missed Ed Sheeran.
And Ed Sheeran drew the penis on your forehead this time.
Okay, that would be, if he signed it Ed, I mean,
the D is the
Ed is the,
which is a long E.
Yeah, a long E and a, there you go. All right, well, this is a great evening for somebody. Meanwhile, we got to tell you about this guy. This guy broke into a store. He took stuff and cleaned up the mess he made in the process. A very, very tidy bandit. Steve will tell you all about this. He's got the Migs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit max.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, guys, and thanks to Palace Law for giving us the Migs Report. And today it's Speaking Complete Sentences Day. I'm screwed.
You're... What?
Okay, nice try. It's also World Parrot Day, so I figured what better way to celebrate than to come across this audio, and it's pretty awesome, of a guy trying to play Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, and his parrot wanted to prove to him that we just don't need Robert Plant to front the band anymore. We can have a parrot sing Led Zeppelin. Here it is. Yes!
This parrot's pretty genius.
I think the parrot's name is Tico.
Hey, Tico.
Tico Plant.
That's fantastic.
I don't know the lyrics, but he's doing all right.
He's good. Not as good as Sex Parrot.
Well, that actually is Tico after performing in front of a large group of people. We do have audio of him hanging out with some parrot groupies.
Oh.
Oh, he's singing happy birthday first.
Wow. You know what? If you're having some parrot groupies, it is your...
Apparently, it's not National Follow the Bouncing Ball Day for Danny V.
Okay.
As we set up sex parrot audio that he loves to play all the time.
All right.
I cue him, and he plays the happy birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Danny. I hope you're going to get some sex later on.
Maybe. And it'll sound like this, I bet, if he does. There we go.
Oh, that parrot. I think that parrot's still the winner.
I don't know. I like Tico Plant.
Well, what about our favorite parrot, or my favorite parrot?
Who's that?
The Matthew McConaughey parrot.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we can't forget. I mean, to me, it's a... That's...
All right.
We have a strange obsession with parrots, apparently, on this show.
Well, what do we have more, parrots or turtles? I feel like we still have more turtle action than we have parrot action.
Well, I mean, we definitely have more audio of turtles having action.
Yes.
But I think we have more audio of parrots just doing parrot things.
All right. Well, you know what? Like you said, what a strange show.
That's a strange thing to brag about.
Yeah, you're sitting there going, hold on, hold my beer. I'll be right back.
All right.
I got
So, and, a lot of people joke about the people of Canada being the nicest people in the world. They're as polite as can be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this crook is really going to make people think otherwise because, well, not only did he break into a bakery and stole some fine baked goods.
Oh, yeah.
But then he cleaned up after himself, which I thought was like the most Canadian thing you can do. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm going to steal your stuff, but don't worry, I'll clean up the glass that I broke.
Oh, that's very nice of him.
It's a place called Something Sweet, and here's Emma, who owns the place, just kind of having a hard time keeping a straight face, laughing at the fact that this guy, he had a pretty ridiculous break-in.
Kicked the door in, walked around, sat down for, quite a long time. He realized, I guess, that he had made a mess, and he grabs a mop and a mop bucket and goes to try to, clean up all of the glass from the door that he kicked in. After he's cleaned up as much as he can, he walks out with 6 cupcakes and goes on his way. And, it turned it from this, kind of not so great experience to some of the best laughs I've ever had. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up.
This guy's definitely drunk.
Yeah.
Or a wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks from back in the day.
And can I have her attitude? Because I would not be like, oh, you just can't make this stuff up. I'd be so pissed. I don't care how nice he was. You broke my window.
I'm sure she was pissed, but then as you watch the video, he's sitting there kind of contemplating what he's going to do. Then he grabs a broom and cleans up all the glass, and then he goes in the refrigerator and takes some baked goods.
Yeah.
I even think he was trying to ring himself up for what he was going to get. So I don't even know if he really wanted to, steal. I think he was probably willing to pay for it. He just really wanted a donut, BJ. And it was late at night and the place was closed. That's her fault that she was closed.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't think this guy did anything wrong. Sat at the table waiting for someone to serve him.
Yeah, nobody showed up at that point. I feel like then you don't have to pay because you're getting bad service.
All right, let's talk about the strangest stat that I think I've ever heard. And it involves condoms. Joe, I think we figured it out. You're going to the wrong place to hit on ladies.
Oh.
Apparently there's a poll that was just done. And 1 in 8 men under the age of 35 just admitted to bringing a condom to a funeral.
Oh. Wow.
Just in case. Somebody's sad.
Sad sex.
Well, the only thing going to be cheered up is maybe a little dongage.
I had no idea that could be a thing.
Joe, I don't know if you have any funerals coming up, but you might want to pack some rubbers.
That's like straight out of Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. Right.
Isn't that what Will Ferrell's character did?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he did.
And it worked for him.
I always thought that was basically just a joke. So is art imitating life or life imitating art?
I think life's imitating art on this one.
Man.
Someone probably saw that and says, that's a great idea.
Wow. 1 out of 8 men. I wonder if they all watch Wedding Crashers.
Yeah. That's some wishful thinking, though. You're hoping that you're going to run into someone that you're attracted to and they're not that heartbroken about somebody dying.
Yeah. Or do you think maybe you go for the main family and they have
like the widow?
Yeah, the widow, maybe the daughter, the son, whoever, I know you just lost your parent, but how about we give you something back?
Well, and that was the whole point in the Wedding Crashers was sadness is the more sad you are, it's the more of an aphrodisiac. So at that point, you probably are going for the widow.
What are the odds? I mean, that's you're really swinging for the fences.
Yeah. Wow.
That's almost like being down 10-2 and just trying to hit a grand slam,
I see what that. Well, hell of a, that's a segue. Wow.
I don't know.
The master of segues.
Before we get to the Mariners, let's talk about this woman who's in a little bit of trouble because, well, she's an idiot. I mean, we've lost our minds when you hear this story. It happened in in Omaha. And this older woman, she pulled up to a Burger King drive-thru, and she was told that her order would cost $8. I don't know what the hell she got for just $8. Probably just like a small order of fries.
Seems like a good deal.
It seems like the amount of the fast food has gone up in prices. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, she pulled up to the window. The employee handed her a small bottle of milk with her order, because that's what she asked for. And the order ended up being $7, $1 less. So you think, okay, this is good news.
Oh, great.
That's when the woman lost her mind, took that small bottle of milk and threw it at the employee, hitting her in the chest, and then just sped off.
Oh.
She also didn't pay for her bill.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So apparently she was mad that it cost less than she was willing to spend.
That seems to be the only reason we know of.
I mean, that seems a little weird.
Okay.
Yeah, she even told the employee that she was upset with the lower than expected total.
Oh, so that really was...
Yes.
What?
I don't understand that.
Wow. Well, here's your milk back.
Unless like she was in the middle of a contest where it's like you need to spend this $8.
Yeah, you just cost me $40 million. I had to just spend $8.
Some weird reality show. I don't understand that.
It was like Brewster's Millions, and now I lose it all.
All right, let's talk Mariners.
Why?
Really briefly. They suck.
Why?
All right, moving on. Dude, I mean, you beat the teams you're supposed to beat, which is what they did against the A's. That was awesome. And then apparently the Yankees beat the teams they're supposed to beat because they just crushed the Mariners, not only yesterday 10-2, but the day before 10-4. But 20-6, if my math is correct.
Yeah. I think Bryce Miller pitched the day before. That made me sad because I thought he was our phenom, and it just seemed to not matter who's on the mound.
Nobody is good against the Yankees.
And the Yankees aren't even the best in the East. It's so frustrating.
That was a rough one, man. No, man, they just got rocked yesterday. So which I'm watching, and my wife sees the score. It's like 8-2 at the time. She goes, "The Mariners suck, huh?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean,
they're just
now. I
they're
guess
just meh. That's what they are. They're meh."
Shout out to Teoscar Hernandez, hit a double, brought in a run.
Okay.
I don't know if that matters anymore, but
I've
never been more interested in one player's performance ever since we made that.
What's the bet? Do you know what the bet is?
Something about him being better than he is now, batting over 250.
That's what it is. Okay, so he's got a bat over 250. Well, he hasn't done that yet.
No, it's not looking like I'm going to win that bet. Up next for the Mariners, more fun with the New York Yankees tonight. George Kirby's on the mound, so hopefully he does better than his last start, which was against Pittsburgh, where he got knocked around for like 7 runs.
Oh, man, I hope so.
Hey, Kraken news. Of course, they're not playing right now. Stanley Cup Finals are about to start. I think the Game 1 starts this Saturday with Vegas taking on the Panthers. But the Kraken made an announcement. They're having a 1 o'clock press conference today with General Manager Ron Francis, CEO Todd Leiweke, and co-owner Sam Holloway. They didn't say what it's about. I believe they're going to extend Bowie to a long-term contract.
Ooh, what do you think it could be about having a press conference today?
Some think it might be making an announcement that they're extending Vince Dunn's contract. Others believe it might be more conversation about the Winter Classic.
Oh, okay.
Something maybe somebody within the organization is leaving to take another job. There's a couple guys that might are being looked at for like the general manager spot, I think for Toronto, if I remember correctly. Not Ron Francis himself, although that would be a dagger if that was the case. But no idea. There's no hints, just lots of speculation.
Yeah, sometimes they don't like to, sports, they kind of wait till the whole championship thing is over.
I know.
Before they make big announcements. But all right, here we go.
We'll find out at 1 o'clock today what's going on with the Kraken, unless it gets leaked before that, which,
Oh, well, I know you know people.
I don't know anyone.
Oh, you don't know anyone?
Well, I know people. But
yeah, you know Bowie.
I know Bowie, but Bowie doesn't speak, BJ.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's going to have to write something down then.
It's kind of hard to get him to say anything when he doesn't speak. Also, Game 1 of the NBA Finals, the championship. It's going to be in Denver. Denver taking on the Miami Heat. Unfortunately, our boring Boston Celtics. We adopted the team just because we were trolling your son.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum hurt his ankle early in the game.
Yeah, I did.
And, he didn't do very well in that final game. I think he had like 14 points.
Yeah. I mean, everyone called him basically a savage warrior for trying to stay in the game, but
as he is.
Yeah. The GOAT wasn't such a GOAT.
Nope, the GOAT is dead. Hey, Miami Heat Jimmy Butler did a press conference after the game. He's going viral because it was pretty funny. While he's doing the press conference, he had to deal with a bumblebee flying right by his head.
Oh, damn.
We have the audio. Check it out.
I don't know. I got 2 days to figure that out. We have 2 days to figure that out. Oh, my God. Y'all saw that? Damn, bumblebee. So we will lock in on them.
Lock in on who? The bumblebee or on the team?
Probably on the bumblebee, I think.
I would be a lot less cool, calm, and collected if Bumblebee just flew into my face. I'd probably get up and just leave.
Yeah.
Like, this press conference is over.
I'm not going to do it. The Bumblebee and we do not get along.
And the PR people are like, did a reporter ask a bad question? Why'd you just get up and storm off? I'm like, no, there was a Bumblebee.
That's just a good excuse to use for any reason to get out of something.
Just go, oh crap, there's a Bumblebee, and run away.
Did you guys see that? I'm out.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to use it.
That's better than I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we know you're not going to the bathroom.
Yeah, after a while, people start questioning my bladder.
We know you're not coming back.
I'm going to start blaming it on the Bumblebee. I'm allergic. I got to run.
That one I'll give you. It's like, no, Steve, I mean, he can't take a bite.
Hey, weather. 63 degrees. It's going to be cloudy today. This weather is just annoying me.
Dude, I know. It's like Memorial Day weekend. It was like, bring the parka.
Yeah. It's stupid, man.
It's back to the way it used to be, though.
That's true. We got like another month until we're supposed to get nice weather.
July 5th. It's going to be amazing.
Hey, thanks to Beacon Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, Septic, and Mechanical for giving us the Migs Report, and that's what's up.
Oh, good job, buddy.
Thanks.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
Which Olympian has the most medals in history with 28 to their name?
Oh, what's that guy? The swimmer. Oh, crap.
Oh, dang it. Oh, Jack Black.
Shut up. Michael Johnson.
No.
Michael Long.
No.
Michael Phelps.
How about, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, I was so upset.
Not me.
All of that. I was chirping in your ear.
No way. I couldn't tell.
I was doing my best work on you, and you still got it. All right, fine. You deserve that one. You want a shot at beating Steve? You know I'll try to help you win. 206-803-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We'll do it at 6:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast is brought to you by bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, who's ready to answer your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, is it true that if you filed for bankruptcy once, you can't file again?
Even if you filed bankruptcy before, you can almost certainly file bankruptcy again. Different types of bankruptcies have different time limits between filings. In Chapter 7, full bankruptcy, you can only file Chapter 7 once every 8 years. However, you can almost always file a Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 cases can be filed immediately following a Chapter 7. They can be filed immediately following a prior Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 is a reorganization plan, so there will be some type of monthly payment, but it's based on your budget and your ability to afford that payment. So Chapter 13 is an option in almost all cases, even with a prior bankruptcy filing.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the right Superstart battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey there, it's your friend Stormy Warren here, and I want to invite you to my new home, the Big 615, exclusively on TuneIn. So what is the Big 615? Well, simply put, it's the official home of country music broadcasting live from Nashville to the world. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. Get the latest on country music from your favorite artists to the hottest songs climbing up the charts. Oh, and it's commercial free. That means a whole lot more music and a whole lot more country. Hear it all on the Stormy Warren Show, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. And I look forward to having you join me on the Big 615.
This is your country station.
The Big 615.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, presenting Greta Van Fleet at Climate Pledge Arena. That's happening on August 4th, and we got tickets for you. And you know how to get, pretty much we give you such an easy path to ticketdom.
What are you talking about? This is the world's hardest contest.
Yeah. Maybe you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just too bright, and most people aren't. Most people can't just log in and listen to KISW on the Odyssey app. AUDACY. Or you can't even log in and listen to KISW.com. Maybe you just can't do it. But you don't got my brain power.
But if you did it,
yeah,
you have a chance of winning tickets to see them, and you get seats on the floor.
Ooh.
So you get to be up close and personal with Greta Van Fleet at the Climate Pledge Arena.
You want more info? You know where to go. KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs?
I think I am.
I know Anthony from Seattle is. Anthony, are you there?
I am.
All right, Steve,
I'm
now
ready.
get out.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Anthony has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Ready, Sarah.
A word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another is called a what?
Pass.
What does the E stand for in email?
Electronic.
Yes. Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg starred in the comedy titled That's My What?
That's my boy.
Yes. Crocs first appeared on the shoe scene in what early 2000s year?
Repeat.
Crocs first appeared on the shoe scene in what early 2000s year?
03.
What?
03.
No.
2003.
No.
02. 01.
02, yes. The name of what famous building means Crown Palace?
Wiz Khalifa?
No.
Or the Khalifa?
No.
Jeopardy, baby.
What citrus beverage has used the ad slogan, open a bottle of sunshine?
Ooh, Snapple?
No.
Sunny D?
No. Did you say Sunny D?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he did say Sunny D.
I'm like, why can't I hear you?
Yeah.
You got 4 correct.
Well, what are you going to do?
That was something.
It was a bad connection. He couldn't hear you very well. You couldn't hear him
I
very
know,
well.
but you guys could hear him fine. So I'm like, what's going on with me?
Well, we'll have to explore that.
All right, Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes.
A word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another is called a what?
A nanogram? A nanogram?
No.
Baklava?
No.
Baklava, please.
What does the E stand for in email?
Electronic.
Yes. Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg starred in the comedy titled That's My What?
That's my grandma?
No.
That's my boy.
Yes. Crocs first appeared on the shoe scene in what early 2000s year?
I know, 2002.
Yeah.
Nice.
The name of what famous building means Crown Palace?
Taj Mahal.
Yes.
Nice.
What citrus beverage has used the ad slogan, open a bottle of sunshine?
Sunny D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brandon Flowers is the lead singer of what
The
band?
Killers.
Yes. What condiment typically goes on a BLT sandwich?
Mayo.
Yes. Trenton is the capital of what U.S. state?
New Jersey.
Yes. How many cups are in a half a gallon?
I'm going to go with 4.
No.
8.
Yes.
Aha.
A word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another is called a what?
A Brandon Flowers.
No.
I don't know. I can't think of it.
You got 9 correct,
Oh,
though, and
not
that
bad,
is
though.
a big win, 9
Yeah.
to 4.
Congratulations, buddy.
I was the Yankees. He was the Mariners.
Oh, wow. Too soon.
I know. It kind of hurts saying that.
Damn. Wow, this was a schmucking.
Does anybody know a word or phrase that means exactly or near the same as another?
I know, like a hominin. A homonym is like a word that sounds like another word, isn't it?
Synonym.
Oh, synonym. Wait, a synonym?
Synonym.
Cinnamon. Synonym.
A synonym. Is a word or phrase that sounds like another?
That means exactly or nearly the same as another.
Oh, right. I'm a dope.
So like bad and terrible.
I think I was thinking the same thing as you.
Yeah, you're right.
A synonym, yeah.
Synonym.
Synonym, yeah. And then you got the Crown Palace, which means Taj Mahal. But I do like Anthony's answer, which was Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah. That's a great answer.
I was like, what?
I mean, okay.
All right, Anthony.
I've guessed strange things before as well, so I can't give him a hard time.
Good for you. Finally, Taj Mahal came through for you.
I know. I'm impressed.
I mean, I heard it in your voice.
Yeah, right.
I was impressed. I couldn't think of it. And and I know what the Taj Mahal is. Did not know that's what it meant.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Steve, on whipping Anthony's
Good
food.
job, Steve. You deserve it, buddy.
Thank you.
Whatever it
good.
is, you
Felt
deserve
good.
it. So, we normally, when we talk about people complaining at fast food restaurants or, places where you can get something quick, usually it's like, it's like a McDonald's, a Burger King. But I think Starbucks is starting to be like, hey, what about us? We can get crazy customers.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, what about
earlier
us?
we had the woman in Burger King that flipped out because they charged her less than she thought she was going to have to pay.
What? It was $8, you said, and now it's only $7? I am throwing milk at you.
Yeah, she threw milk at the employee.
Yeah, boy, sometimes you just go, all right, people are just going damn crazy because that made no sense. And how about this, though? You can check this video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. This woman, she's freaking out on a Starbucks staff, and the employees, they don't even seem to know why she's upset. The Burger King lady, they knew it was because it was less than she was told.
I want you to listen. I listened and watched this earlier this morning, and I was trying to make sense of what she was yelling about. And at one point, I think she was just so mad that just gibberish was coming out of her mouth. Like she was, that angry that you just can't even make up a sentence.
That's a level of anger.
And she's just making like words up, it sounded like. It was crazy.
Yeah, here's the meltdown. And like I said, you can catch us on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com.
It is not illegal to yell here. Excuse me, ma'am. You are held when you are visiting the city. When you please ask your family to correct it, you have been fired and sued several times. I will now leave your store. You have been asked very loudly about your family's contracts. You do not live off this salary. Goodbye, with the understanding I ask quietly that it is not illegal to be loud. Look out, lady. Look at the wrong out there. Sit there for the rest of your life.
Because you had a bad
Wow. I
feel really bad for her significant other.
Wow. Yeah, because she's going to be going home to somebody.
I mean, there's been arguments, and I'm sure that person just dipped out when they're arguing because, like, he or she's just like, I don't know if I can handle this right now.
Goodbye. Yeah.
What the hell was she talking about?
I have no idea. Something
Family?
about family contacts or, I'm speaking to you loudly. It's like, well, thank you. I think I can pretty much figure that out.
She sounded like a robot when she said that. I am speaking to you loudly.
Yeah. Oh, man, dude.
I am malfunctioning.
Yeah, she was. She was error.
And the part I think that was probably making her more angry because nothing beats when you're losing your mind and then you look over and there's one of the employees who's just straight up looking at her and smiling.
I know,
like,
dude.
You are an idiot. I can't believe I have to watch you yell at me.
And I would be I would be laughing. I'd have to leave because you can't leave. I can't laugh at the customer, can I?
I wish they would have been like, ma'am, you forgot your latte.
Yeah.
Storming.
There you go.
Like, what are you yelling about? What happened that made her that angry? I wish someone can follow her and be like,
what could happen at a Starbucks to make you that angry? They write the wrong name on your cup. I don't know what could make you that pissed.
I would love for someone to follow her and once like, have you calmed down, lady? Okay. Now, why are you upset?
Yeah, why did this piss you off?
Did they put too much ice in your iced latte?
Can we see if we can, is there any way we can translate this? Can we try again? Should we try again?
I don't know if there's a chance.
I mean,
I do like in the beginning she did the Vicky Guerrero excuse me for us wrestling fans. She said it real loud, excuse me.
Well, see that. She knew you were listening.
It's probably wrestling.
All right, let's try one more time. See if we can figure this out. Let's see if I'm going to listen really intently.
It is not illegal to yell here.
Oh, yeah.
Ma'am, you are helped when you are visiting the city. Would you please help your family to correct it? You have been fired and sued several times. I will now leave your store. You have
leaving the store.
very loudly about your family's contracts.
Oh, your
you do
family's
not live on this salary. Goodbye, with the understanding I am quietly.
Oh, now she's a drummer.
Look out, lady. Psycho.
I heard that part. Psycho. I got that. Goodbye. All right.
Okay, so I wrote down notes.
Oh, all right. What did you hear, sir? What did you hear from this Starbucks lady?
Of all that, and she talked for a good 30-something seconds. I got 3 notes.
Okay.
That's all I have.
All right.
I'm not including the excuse me part. So I got the part at the beginning where she said it's not illegal to yell here.
Okay, got that.
Then there was something about family requirements. I couldn't understand, but there was something she was talking about family requirements.
Ah, good ears.
And then she circled back when she said, you have been asked loudly, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yes, she was. Yep.
About family contracts, and I think I heard salary.
Oh, do you think she's a disgruntled, or one of her kids are disgruntled
Maybe
employees?
somebody in her world works at Starbucks and they're not being treated well.
Oh.
See, and I heard family contacts. I didn't hear contracts.
You could be right.
And then I heard something
Yeah.
at the very beginning. I heard something about the city. But I don't know what, like, that doesn't make any sense in context to anything else, but it's something like, when you're in the city, and I was like, what?
Nothing made any, there was no context to anything.
You know what I didn't hear? I didn't hear the word coffee. I didn't hear the word vanilla scone. Maybe a tasty impossible sandwich. I heard none of that.
A phenomenal cheese Danish, arguably the best one on the market.
Yeah, I heard nothing of like what they do at Starbucks, which is serve you coffee and food.
No reference to their top tier blueberry muffin.
No. I think, so that's why it's so frustrating for me. It's like, what are you complaining about? There's 2 people right there in front of you, so they're ready to serve you something. What is going on?
Texter brought up a point. He heard that she was mad that they took the Sonics away from Seattle.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes, Howard Schultz. I think I might have heard.
That was a stretch for her to.
Yeah,
but I appreciate her looking out for the 206.
So it was all of the basketball family contracts that we lost.
Nick Collison, Kevin Durant, Luke Ridnour.
We said to Oklahoma loudly, "Excuse me, don't take our team."
I think she said Russell Westbrook would have been a star in Seattle.
Yeah, that would have been a thing.
I don't know. I don't know what was going on there, but man, what a great day if you worked there.
Yeah.
Because you just look at this woman and laugh at her.
What else can you do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I mean,
you let that ruin your morning, having this nutcase coming into your place yelling at you?
Wow. I know, man. What is going on?
That's why that female employee is, to me, if you watch the video, there's one woman in the video, and she's just straight up smiling and laughing at this woman. And I'm like, that is the attitude you need to have, I think, if you're doing customer service these days with these quote-unquote Karen meltdowns.
What else? Yeah, what else are you supposed to do? I mean, you're not getting paid skillions of dollars at that point. You're like, okay, lady.
Yeah, what are you going to offer, a gift certificate to a free coffee?
I'm going to laugh at you if you don't mind. And I don't care if you don't mind. Yeah. That's awesome. You can check out the video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. It's pretty awesome. You know what, Steve? Maybe she had a relationship problem.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe she had a problem at work.
Or at the coffee shop.
Yeah, maybe she just needed some good advice. That's where we come in. Don't go to Starbucks and have a meltdown. If you got any kind of problem, we don't even matter. We don't care how random you think it is. We are here for you. Can't give you coffee. But you know what, Karen? We can help you out.
Excuse me.
Call us or text us now, 206-803-ROCK. We'll help you out with any problem you got. It's Help Wanted. We'll do it at 717 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com. Nobody said adulting would be easy. Between work, family, chores, and activities, life can get real messy real fast. Good thing there's Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner. Simple Green tackles even the toughest cleanup jobs in every room of your house. Simple Green has been a trusted cleaning brand for nearly 50 years, and it's now available in both lemon and lavender scents. So you get a cleaner that not only works hard, but leaves your home smelling fresh. Even better, Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner is US EPA Safer Choice certified for use around people, pets, and plants. Stronger, safer, fresher. That's the cleaning experience we all want, right? When life gets messy, Simple Green gets it clean. This stuff literally removes dirt, grease, and stains from any washable surface in your home. Visit simplegreen.com today to view their complete product lineup and discover where to buy in your area.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the right Super Start battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Is your relationship going sideways?
Have a family issue? Problems with your coworker?
Do you need advice? We're here to help. No problem is too dumb. No dilemma is too silly. This is Help Wanted with BJ and Migs.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. What is Help Wanted? Well, for years, this fine program has been getting phone calls, texts, and messages from rockaholics wanting our advice on whatever problems they're having. Yeah. And you know what? We're qualified.
Oh, I don't know what we're qualified in. I guess we're qualified in saying our stupid opinions on
Yeah,
things.
we are.
Yeah. If there was a license for that, we'd be card-carrying members of the Stupid Opinion Posse.
Are you kidding me? I pay a fee every year to be part of the Stupid Opinion Posse.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then complain about the fees.
It's the SAP. I think that someone should sing a song about that.
Stupid. SOP.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
You spell opinion with an A?
Stupid ass opinion policy.
Okay.
That's probably what it is.
Then that's SAOP.
I have an opinion. Thank you. Hey, this is proving why you should come to us with any relationship problems, problems at work.
No.
Anything you need, man.
Bad
We're
idea.
here for you. We don't care how dumb it is either.
Because we're pretty stupid.
Thank you. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text if you have any issues at all. It's Help Wanted.
All right, we got a few good texts. And I'm going to put it in your hands, BJ, today.
Oh.
You have to pick.
Oh, I make the call.
There's 3 that really struck a nerve for me. I thought, okay, these are good ones. Okay, one is about proposals.
Okay.
The other one is about nose jobs.
Oh.
And the other one is about bad singers.
Why are you putting the nose job thing? Because I have a big nose?
Oh, my God.
Is that what this is about?
Yes, exactly.
All right.
I saw your schnoz, and I was like, this is the one I want to bring up to BJ.
I am going to HR. I'm sorry, this is untenable.
You can't complain to HR about the things you project on yourself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Is that the psychobabble you're firing back at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not pick you because of your nose.
Hey, I see what you did there.
I'm screwed.
That's pretty good.
I'm screwed.
Let's do the nose thing. Why not?
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, this is a good one. My girlfriend and I have been together for about a year, guys. I think she's gorgeous, but she brought up multiple times how she hates her nose. She's talked to me about wanting to get a nose job, and I explained to her I don't think she needs it, and how I hate surgery that isn't necessary. Well, she informed me last week that she booked her nose job, and she said it's happening whether I like it or not. Now, I'm trying to be supportive, but I am pissed. We should have discussed all of this together before she went ahead and booked it. Would you be upset too, or am I overreacting?
Ooh. Yeah, this is you know what? There's just so many things. There's so much to unpack here. People have a right to do what they want with their body. She's just your girlfriend.
Yeah, man.
Which means really she gets to do what she wants with her money.
I don't understand why he's so angry.
Oh, you don't get it?
No, unless he's a controlling jerk. I mean, I don't understand that. Not to be rude.
Wow. I got to go to HR for this guy, too, apparently.
But, I mean, you're not married. Unless you live together and you're sharing finances, and that's a fine. Obviously, that's going to cost a few dollars, and that would put a massive dent in. Like, if I'm married and my wife was just like, oh, I'm going to get plastic surgery. I'm like, well, we got all these other bills we got to worry about before we even do something like that. But if you guys are in a relationship, you're not living together, and who are you to tell her what to spend her money on?
Yeah, this was a friend of ours did this, got plastic surgery, And we're like, dude, you don't got a lot of money. What are you doing? But they were like, oh, no, I really need it. I really want to maybe feel. And I didn't want to say anything. It was like, what about the rest of you?
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, but that's what I was thinking. It's like this.
What do you mean? Like, hey, you got to get this, you got to get that,
well,
too?
Yeah, when you get older, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, so your face looks good, but the rest of your body looks like an old person.
But what if, like, the nose is the one thing? Like, okay, I'm at peace with everything on my body except for my nose. And I could go to a doctor for X amount of dollars that I have the money for, and I could get it done. Why are you upset at the person?
Yeah, if it was my significant other, then it's finances, and I think, look, we're tied together with finances. You can't go do stuff without telling me because this is not something that's needed, and we might have other things life is needed. But boyfriend, girlfriend, yes, Steve, you can be upset, but you really can't be mad at her for doing what she wants with her own money and her own body. Because again, boyfriend, girlfriend, that's how I look at it. But marriage, I'd be really ticked if I didn't know about it.
That's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
That is a situation where possibly you're using each other's finances to pay bills.
See, but the only thing, and I think you kind of said it in a weird way, Steve, of saying that I think that...
What are you trying to say? I'm weird?
You're weird.
All human resources, BJ.
I think that because maybe he's not mad that she booked it because he doesn't agree with the nose job, but maybe it's just because she just didn't... They're in a relationship, and maybe she did it without telling him that she was going to do it. Like, even just hey, I'm going to book this. And if he was, he just wanted to know, like, oh, all right...
Yeah, but she said that, according to text, she talked to me about wanting a nose job, and I said, I don't think she needs it. Well, she decided that she does want it. I mean, at that point, they had the conversation. Like, to me, I think about it as tattoos. Let's say you're obviously a lot different than a nose job, but still, you're changing the way you look. If I'm dating somebody, I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting a sleeve. Like, I don't like tattoos. I don't want you to get them. I'm like, who the hell are you to tell me what to do? I'm going to go get it.
Who the hell are you?
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say that to them, but I'm like, I'm still going to get it.
But saying you're going to get it for years, because it sounded to me, the way it sounded like is that she's been saying that she wanted it for a while.
Multiple times,
yeah. So multiple times.
But this is different,
But then you actually go and you book it, that's like, it becomes real. And you didn't say like, hey, heads up, I'm going to book this appointment. Like, I don't know. To me, there's just that little bit of like non-communication there. And it was almost
that's what people do.
He could be taking it like she did it behind my back.
But she knows he doesn't like it. See, I don't fault her for that because she knows he's not going to approve.
She's putting a line in the sand and how things go in this relationship, guys.
She's like, why do I want to talk to you about it? You don't want this. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but your analogy, Steve, here's the thing. You're adding something to your body. It's not like you're looking at your body going, oh my God, I will not be able to live with myself without this tattoo, where she's like, I can't live with myself with this nose.
Sure.
But here's what I would like to say. 100 years ago, what does she do? There's no technology for this.
Well, a lot of things changed in 100 years, BJ.
But humans
wouldn't be getting texts 100 years ago. This whole concept of this segment.
But I mean, she would have to find a way to deal with it. That's why I get a little. So invasive surgery to me is like, why do you want to go put yourself under the knife when maybe this is a mental health issue that you look at yourself and find yourself unattractive? And I get his point. It's like, you know what? I'm the one that looks at you too, and I think I have no problem with you. Why do you have a problem with you? And that is a great mental health question I think she could explore as to why are you not happy with the way you look to the point that you're willing to do invasive surgery? And people do this even more extreme with their breasts and all sorts of different things, facelifts, really some stuff where you go, 100 years ago, you didn't have this ability to do it. And you know what? People still felt good about themselves. And I think it's a mental health issue when you look in the mirror and don't feel good about yourself.
Use that money on therapy as opposed to a nose job, lady.
Well, maybe the therapy could actually have long-lasting results.
And maybe she goes to the therapist and realizes that she's with a controlling human being that's trying to tell her how to live her life.
That also could be a good thing to come out in therapy. You're right.
So you don't have a new nose, but you can get yourself a boyfriend that will support you when you decide to get that new nose.
And, this, look, not to get too deep, but this is a conversation that a lot of people will bring up when it comes to other folks that want to alter their body. And I've gotten into a fight with people over this. It is unnatural for people who want to alter their body so they feel good about themselves. And I go, really? I go, well, you have a lot of women you're going to have to go talk to when it comes to cosmetic surgery if you're going to use that argument.
Somebody said, this is a subject that we should all keep our noses out of.
But
at one point does it end? Because you can probably say that about anything. Like dyeing your hair too much will alter your body, will alter your hair, or doing tattoos themselves is altering your body. And I feel better when I have my tattoos. Now that I have them, I like it better than when I didn't have my tattoos. Everything's altering, and I really do feel like the boyfriend's a bit controlling in this situation. It's not your money. It is not, your life, not your body. So shut up. Like, I get that maybe you didn't like it. You're trying to make her feel better, and that the fact that she still wants a nose job even after you said she doesn't need one makes you all butthurt, but you can calm down. It's not about you.
Sharing his opinion's fine. But at the end of the day, it's her choice of what she wants to do, or his choice, whoever it is doing something. Like, my wife always think about doing this with my hair. It's like, are you going to be okay? I don't care. Like, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. Like, I'm sure you'll look great. And I mean, that's not.
Like, why would anybody ask you anything? You're never going to argue. You're like the last person to go, are you going to have a problem with this? And unless it's Pearl Jam's 10, the answer's going to be no.
As long as I can listen to Pearl Jam's 10 while you come in with straight hair.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, knock yourself out. What do you want from me?
Yeah, I feel like your wife just does it. Well, I know what he's going to say, but I'll do it because you're supposed to in a relationship, but I know Steve's not going to care.
I'm also lucky because I'll be like, I think about getting a tattoo. She's like, all right, what are you going to get? I'm like, not sure yet. I'll let you know when I get it's like something more.
If she's a person that had any issues with tattoos, that train left the station when she met you. At this point, I look at you and I go, yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out, Steve. I don't think you can do any worse to yourself at this point.
I think that's where it's at. She's like, all right, you've already, it's all right. The toothpaste is out of the tube.
Though, if you do come with a big skull tattoo, like going from your eyebrows all the way back to the back of your head, that would be pretty awesome.
I wonder what I would do. Do flames or waves?
Oh, flames would be amazing.
Lightning bolts.
I feel like that would be a deal breaker.
Ooh.
I feel like finally your wife would go, honey.
It would be a conversation.
Please just go just for a joke and ask.
Okay.
And also make sure the phone is on. Make sure you're recording it.
Yeah. All right. I'll make that happen. Yeah, sure.
Oh, and man, I bet the first time.
I think she'd put her foot down more if I said I'm thinking about growing a beard.
Oh, a head tattoo would actually be better than a beard. Oh, I'd like to see that. Oh, that would be something to bet on. Oh, that would be something to bet on. Like which one would she say no to?
Yeah. She wasn't too she rolled her eyes when I brought up possibly. I didn't do it, but the tattoo, they put little dots on your head to make it look like you have hair.
Oh, and she gave the eye roll.
I've seen those places, like I get all the targeted ads for anything that involves hair or tattoos.
Do it, buddy.
I like tattoos and I like crew cuts. I put the two together. It's together forever.
I love this. Oh, please do it.
Yeah.
And don't tell your wife, like this guy. Don't like his guy's girlfriend. Don't say anything. Just come.
Hey, babe, I'm thinking about getting. What am I doing? Lightning bolts? Am I doing fire?
You know what? I think you should put like a tic-tac-toe board on your head. That way we have
the best tattoo. I get 3 holes to make it look like my head's a bowling ball.
Oh my God! Look at that guy.
And he even has the weight on it, 16 pounds. Please do it.
That's hysterical. I don't know. I mean, I
wish
love
I was a bowler because I would do it if I was a bowler.
I think he has to be a bowler.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah. Hilarity.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we solved the case. I will say this.
We solved nothing.
Here's the thing, though. You know something about her. If you are thinking of entering into a marriage or you guys are just going to be a partnership for a long time, you know she's going to do things that you don't want her to do, and she won't tell you about it. And that in itself, you call them controlling, but then you need to find a partner who will be more conversational with you about these big decisions. So there's something to learn for this guy. Not that she's a bad guy, but that she might not be the right person for you for a long-term relationship.
So instead, tell her you're thinking of getting a Prince Albert, and then a week later say you booked the appointment. See what happens. Haha. What if she says awesome?
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't she say
finally
awesome?
You could bring me to a happy place?
Exactly.
Then just backfired.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're getting a piercing you didn't even want down there.
Yeah. I have to say, until you put a ring on it, I feel like she gets to do what she wants.
Ring on it? Or I feel like if you share finances, I feel like you owe it to each other. If like you're living together and you have rent.
So maybe he's not so controlling then, if that's the case.
Well, if they're struggling to pay bills and all of a sudden you do this and it's gonna affect paying the bills.
Yeah.
If the bills are paid and you have extra cash, do it.
What about the emergency fund? You have, how Todd's
too concerned about that.
You don't want Todd Peach heard you say that when we talk to Todd next, and I'll tell Todd you'd rather get a nose job. Oh yeah. Oh, look at Steve.
He's got the emergency fund.
No, write this down.
If she hits an emergency, be like, well,
what about
good luck? Maybe your nose can help you with that.
Wow, I hope they got no kids because they could have a college fund for the kid instead nose job time.
That's true.
Oh boy, this is ugly.
Look at you, man. You just want to control the woman. I could tell.
I just would like to control. I would like to control my own life first. I'm way out of control.
Good luck to that.
Yeah, I don't have any business controlling anybody at this point because I can't control myself.
So I said the first real nose job was done in 1887. So tech for this was available 100 years ago, BJ.
Okay, can we talk to Arnie actually out of here and ban him from life? I think you know what I meant, you.
Another person modifying body parts has been a cultural part of history for thousands of years, BJ. If your partner doesn't like it, too bad, so sad. It should be up to the person who's getting it done and only that person.
And I would argue from a mental health standpoint, why would you want to monitor yourself? Well, I should say, what was it? Modify, yes. Why do you need to modify yourself to feel good? I just would say, why do you care how you look? Why is that having such an effect on you? That is a legitimate mental health question. Yeah, you get to do whatever you want in life. Yes, you do. But why do you want to do it? Now, people that get tattoos, I feel like, look, it's fun. I don't think it's really that pain. It's not that hurtful. But, man.
But it's a massive change to how you look.
When it comes to breast implants, that's a different story where so many people are having such adverse effects from these being in their body as long as they are. And even with that information, they're still like, I don't care. And I was like, why? Why do you need this? That's, I think, an important question to ask yourself. Really, not for me to make you not do it, but for you to really come to Jesus with yourself and why you need this in your life, because you could really cause yourself some harm, especially down the road when you're in your 20s, 30s. You know what? Your 60-year-old self would go, why didn't somebody tell me not to do this?
But to circle back to the nose job, if the nose job is not going to cause any future harm to the person, how is it any different than someone who wants to spend money on, like, a cool car or a cool clothes? I mean, these are things that make people feel good about themselves. They like, you buy a certain way to dress and look because, well, that's going to make you feel better about yourself. If the nose is one of those things, I understand the mental health part you're talking about, but sometimes things just boil down to, I just want to look better. And a haircut would do that, or this would do that. But for her, maybe all she could stare at is this damn schnoz, and she just wants to get rid of it.
So what you're saying is problem solved.
Yes.
We figured it out.
We figured nothing out.
No, we didn't.
No.
Yeah, I will say that if you're bothered by something your partner does and you just can't get past it, maybe that's not the partner for you. It does suck to hear that as well. And for both sides, if you got somebody who's so controlling that you can't even tell them that you're doing something you want to do, you just go ahead and do it, you should be able to tell somebody, I'm doing this, and be okay with it. So either way, I think both people got some thinking to do.
Someone said it's not a question about why, it's about why not. You only have one life. Live your own story, BJ. Carpe diem, bitch.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. You might want to go talk to somebody.
I'm talking to you.
You
just do it.
Just do it.
Thank you, Shia. There you go. All right. I think I've said enough.
Or just let yourself go and be a mess.
Go.
Oh, what's wrong with that? If I want to be a mess, why can't I be a mess?
Then be a mess.
Oh, I didn't like the way you said that. First my nose, now my mess.
You're just internalizing everything I say, man.
Yeah, I am.
It's a beautiful day.
Why can't I internalize everything you say, man? All right, did we fix it?
No.
I think we did.
I think she's just going to get it, and this guy's just going to have to deal with it. Or dump her. I mean, it's really
deal or dump? That's the next segment.
Or dump her. What are you going to get? You're going to keep being mad at her about this? Obviously, her mind is made up.
I would be mad at her about it. You know me. I'd hold on to this.
Why do you want to be in a relationship with someone that you just continuing to be mad at?
Because you can't be bitter if you're not in a relationship and hold on to stuff.
True words, man. True words.
I mean, come on. Hey, we got an actor that just shared a great story about how a well-known actress's boyfriend flipped out on him because of a scene they were going to do in a movie. You're going to hear from him at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
Hey there, it's your friend Stormy Warren here, and I want to invite you to my new home, the Big 615, exclusively on TuneIn. So what is the Big 615? Well, simply put, it's the official home of country music broadcasting live from Nashville to the world. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. Get the latest on country music from your favorite artists to the hottest songs climbing up the charts. Oh, and it's commercial free. That means a whole lot more music and a whole lot more country. Hear it all on the Stormy Warren Show, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. And I look forward to having you join me on the Big 615.
This is your country station.
The Big 615.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Now, Danny and I we know who Tyson Ritter is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, lead singer of the All American Rejects.
Shockingly, I remember that name. It just came up in a Beat Migs question.
Yeah.
And I was like, kind of weirded out by myself that I remembered that guy's name. But yeah, he was the singer of All American Rejects.
And don't forget, he's also an actor.
That I didn't know.
I didn't know that either, actually.
I just thought he was just acting like he was like, an actual rock star. Eventually people caught on to, no, I actually liked All American Rejects. They're not bad.
That's why he got the acting gig. They was like, wow, you're doing such a great job looking like you might be a rock star.
And he played Jesus on the show Preacher, if you don't remember that one.
Oh, that was Tyson. That's
Yes.
right. I forgot about it. And that was not a great portrayal.
Well, the Jesus one was, but then his offspring later on, many generations down, not so much.
I could see him playing that role. I could see it with a beard.
Yeah.
He's kind of got that look.
Yeah. And so he
looks like a handsome carpenter.
So he's been acting. And he just did an interview where he recalled working with Megan Fox in the movie Johnny and Clyde.
What the hell is Johnny and Clyde?
Don't have a clue.
I know Bonnie and Clyde. Is that the sequel?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Bonnie died, so Johnny took over.
See, you can be an actor. We just may not know anything you've done.
Yeah. I could say I'm an actor.
Yeah. I mean,
I was in the Jerk Beast movie.
Yeah, you were. See? We would not know anything you've done.
Yeah.
Unless you tell us.
I was on Netflix for a half a second.
See?
Not anymore. But
No, sorry, buddy. It's got to be somewhere out there for you.
yeah, I did the dark web, maybe. I don't know.
The dark web.
I have no
Steve
idea.
Miggs on the dark web.
Johnny and Clyde.
Yeah. It's this...
It's about two serial killers who are madly in love and on an endless crime spree, and they have their sights on robbing a prosperous casino owned by a crime boss, Alana, and guarded by a demonic slayer that she commands.
I'm in.
38% on the audience score and no tomato score.
Where is this movie that I can go see it?
Wow, this really does... Again, what a bizarre idea.
What happened to Megan Fox? She's in this movie?
Oh, yeah, well, that's the thing. Megan
How
Fox
much money did they spend to get her?
Well, that's the thing. She's kind of not the A-list actor. I don't even know if
that's
she's
not even
B-list.
B at this point.
Yeah, I don't think she's B-list anymore.
I mean...
Sometimes you have to act to get your SAG benefits. That's the thing. People act to get their SAG
Is this
benefits.
like the Premier League when they get relegated? Now she has to work her way back up into the Premier League? Is that what's going on?
That might be it.
Is this the Champions League or whatever they call it?
And Tyson Ritter is in this. And how about, I guess during this movie, when they were filming this, he had an acting idea, which he was like, you know what, Megan,
I think in this scene, I should put my fingers in your mouth. And so that's he pitched that idea.
Funny, I actually had this experience where I was shooting this other film with Megan Fox. I go over to Megan's trailer because in the film, she basically teases me putting my fingers in her mouth. So I walked over to her and wanted to discuss her death scene. And there's her man in there with her, this Coulson guy, who you know was as Machine Gun Kelly. And I was like, hey, Megan, I wanted to talk to you about when you die, because you've been teasing putting my fingers in your mouth, that when you're dead, I put my fingers in your mouth.
Deep.
Oh, I see.
That's storytelling right there, BJ.
So he finally gets to go, I'll finally put my fingers in your mouth, you tease.
It's very Tarantino-esque, but Tarantino does it with feet.
Yes.
Right.
So, of course, Machine Gun Kelly doesn't care if it's feet, doesn't care if it's fingers. Like Tyson said, he was there when he pitched the idea. He did not react well to it, as a matter of fact.
Coulson just goes from zero to awesome rage and awesome super angry, and he just went ballistic. It kind of went maniac mode, and he might have been having a bad day, but I'll never forget. I think the whole experience for me was what the actual. He was fully unhinged, and I was just like, okay, man, I'm just gonna receive you.
I'm just gonna receive you, man.
Yeah.
Wow, we got to get the guy to work at a Starbucks. For all the crazy customers, so he can just receive them.
Here's my question. So at first I'm like, what the hell, man? It's a movie. There's certain things that happen in movies that there's make-out scenes. It's acting. It's just how it is.
And Machine Gun Kelly's been in movies.
But then do you think it's because of the quality of the film? He's like, this is like a direct-to-on-demand movie. I'm not, if it was a Scorsese film, would he react differently? You know what I mean?
Oh, that's interesting. You know what? You got to pay my girlfriend, a lot more money before you put fingers in her mouth. And this has got to be a much better movie.
Right. I would wonder if there's certain people I'm not doing a sex scene with you, man, for this movie. This is just this is a B-level movie. I'm not getting naked and being in a bed with you. If this was a big multi-blockbuster film, then sure, I'll do all that crazy stuff. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think what I've learned is that if it's, Jimmy's Roadhouse Productions, you're not doing a sex scene, Steve. But if Martin Scorsese wants you to do a sex scene, you're all over.
100%.
All right. I think that's fair.
I think it depends on the role.
That, and I was also saying, the way that he made it sound was it was his idea.
Right.
It wasn't coming from the director or anything which it might be different at that point. The director says, hey, I want you to do this. It's hey, we have to do this. Whereas he's just hey, I want to put my fingers in your mouth. How about that? Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Was it his fingers in her mouth, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If it's the other way around, I think Machine Gun Kelly knock yourself out.
Yeah, do what you're doing.
Put that the toe thumb in his mouth.
Oh, man. That is harsh. All right, well.
Where is this movie going to be anyway?
You can rent or buy it on Vudu, Prime Video, or buy it on Apple TV.
So right now they're making you buy it?
I'm not buying this.
Yeah.
I'm not even buying this as an actual movie.
Wow, that is and I think that I'm seeing the picture. That's not either one of them, is it? Are they the stars of this?
So Megan Fox plays the casino owner.
Oh, okay.
And so Johnny and Clyde are the two other actors that you see.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And I thought that they were Johnny and Clyde.
No, it looks like what's his face is actually her assistant. And
Tyson?
Tyson's her assistant, and she's the one teasing him the entire time. She seems like a bad
stars of the movie. Is anyone that's listening? Because it's been out now. It's out right since I think you saw something May 5th. I think it came out.
Yep.
Okay.
Has anyone who's listening to our show watched this movie? I need to know how it is.
I feel like if they out themselves, I'm going to tell them not to listen to this show anymore.
Oh, come on.
You
listen to our show, your standards are pretty low as it is.
Yeah, I suppose that's a point. Johnny and Clyde.
Someone has had to have seen this movie. And if you have, call in or text us a review.
Or if
it's got 2.4 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah, I feel like this is a movie you shouldn't pay for. If you have a service that it'll come to someday, okay, put it on Max, put it on whatever.
This doesn't look like it. Even me, who loves dumb action films, I'm a sucker for a dumb action movie. I don't think I'm going to even be into this.
Oh no, this isn't your movie.
Because I don't like sometimes it's these cheeseball, artsy fartsy wannabe action films. And that's what this looks like.
Well, it's a demon. It's also
a demon involved.
Yeah, it's also got fantasy stuff you're not really a big fan of either. This isn't your movie.
No.
The amount of critic response.
No FUBAR, I tell you.
Oh, yeah. And you're loving that, right?
I'm really enjoying that.
All right. That's a series, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
On Netflix. With Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on.
Yeah. All right. So you're digging it so far. Have you stayed awake for most of FUBAR?
Oh, yeah. The problem is my wife.
Oh, she doesn't
I think
like
she's
it.
just forcing herself to sleep. I don't think she's feeling it.
Oh, I mean, at this point, if she's just...
I've done that. I know how it is.
Yeah, she's letting you watch a show. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
If it's a show you like and she's like, all right, I'll just get a nice nap in.
She tolerates it until she's kind of like, all right, I'm done.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's kind of like that's relationships in general. There you go.
So what happened to Megan Fox?
Dude, she was never in anybody, in my opinion.
She was Transformers.
She was an attractive woman. I never thought she was a great actor.
Yeah, she did have a lot of dumb roles, so
Yeah.
this isn't really that surprising.
And it's funny because I saw the little trailer where it shows her and she's hunched over a car again.
Yeah.
In like sexy short shorts. And I'm like, they're just basically doing the Transformers scene.
That's what you got to do.
I mean, that was her best acting performance, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that with her, just because she was so almost A-list because of the Machine Gun Kelly stuff in the past couple of years, that's why it's like in your mind it makes it seem like, oh, she's an A-list actor, but really she's more like a Kardashian.
See, I feel like she was more, not A-list, but a solid B-plus list before the Machine Gun Kelly stuff. Transformers.
But Transformers is a long time ago.
Transformers.
Yeah, really.
And let's not forget Transformers.
Yeah. What else has she been in?
I don't remember.
That's the thing. I think that she was the attractive woman. And look, sometimes actors can transcend that stereotype, but unfortunately
Was she in a TV show?
I don't think so. I know she was in Jennifer's Body, which wasn't received well. It was like 35% and 46% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't know what that
It
is.
was a dumb slasher movie.
But it was a dumb slasher movie,
All right.
but I feel like it's a cult classic now because I feel like everyone always talks about it and her character in it because she's like a sexy, crazy chick. But
What about
yeah.
Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, no.
Oh, was she April O'Neil?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Or The
We all
Dictator.
The Dictator. That's with the Sacha Baron Cohen.
That was a fun film.
Who was she in?
I
it?
don't remember, but
Yeah, I don't-
she's on the
I-
list of actors in it, though.
You guys are going deep on IMDb, and you don't even like. There's nothing there that we would really know.
Dude, Transformers was 2007 that she was
that's
in.
how long ago. Which, I mean,
How about she became such a mainstream actress from that movie and has done absolutely nothing besides that, really?
But again, like I think that's why in 2020, it's like she's at the top of her mind because of all the celeb about her. But then it was like, now that she's kind of gone down.
Look, can we just talk about how she got her? I mean, think about this though. The movie was not about. It was supposed to be about the robots in disguise.
Right.
And so let's get a hot chick. Oh, let's get the funniest goofy guy. So here's Shia LaBeouf. And of course, I don't think many Transformers fans liked that movie. They thought it was okay.
Okay, that's the best one.
Well, if that's the best one, that's probably they're hoping this new one's better.
And she was in the second one as well.
Oh, well, the second one was just
Revenge of the Fallen.
I like how, you know what, really, will you please stop pretending like you know these off the top of your head?
I do.
Yeah, please.
Ignore the fact that the screen says Revenge of the Fallen right in front of me.
I mean, it's
from 2009. Guys, come on. A solid 2.5 hour movie.
2007. My gosh, that's over 20. I mean, is it over 25 years ago? 26 years ago that movie came out? I think it is.
No.
2007 is when I graduated, so like 16 years ago, 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
2007 plus 20 would mean that you're
you're
still
right.
not there yet, man.
My bad. Thanks, man. You're right. Well, so far, then, you know what? She's still got a career then.
She's going to be in the new Expendables movies this year, the Expendables 4.
Okay, I gave up after 2.
I wonder, is she going to play the hot chick with a gun?
It says unknown
Hunched
character.
over a car?
Yeah.
Probably.
Megan played herself in The Dictator. Thanks.
Oh, that's okay.
Cool.
There you go. Thanks, Steve. You know what? That was burning in my brain. Thank you. I needed that answer.
I needed the resolution. Thank you, Texter.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess I created like this whole world of her being in like these like big box office blockbuster films, and it was really just Transformers.
Sorry, buddy. I know you wanted more from Megan and you didn't get it. Okay.
Sad.
Yes.
It's very sad.
Hey,
Well, I guess maybe this is a good role for her.
Yeah. Look, again, I'm telling you, a lot of folks, like the whole Sharknado thing was because they needed their insurance. You got to continue to work to get insurance.
Top of her acting career.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Mecca.
Yeah, I watched. I don't know where this happened. I just watched it on Facebook Live, but it was the tribute to Adam Sandler, and it was a roast because he won some award, and so Rob Schneider thanked him for putting everybody. It was either him or David Spade that said, "Thank you for letting us all the people in your movies get our insurance because you pretty much hire your family. It's the only way they can get their SAG insurance."
Funny. Yeah,
yeah, and that's why people do what they do. They gotta keep getting insured.
Yeah.
So they take the movies, whatever they are, I'll hunch over the car just so I can get my medical benefits.
Yeah, take Johnny and Clyde.
Yeah, I'd do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat. I need my medical.
Well, yeah, look, of course, we'll take any role.
Well, I'll just take anything to get my insurance. I mean, I got to work with you just because for insurance.
That's true.
I mean, come on, I'm old. I got to make sure I can break a hip and get covered. Hey, did you hear that Danny and Joe went to Les Mis at the Fifth Avenue Theater?
I thought about that this weekend. I was like, oh, yeah, Friday night, these guys decided to have some drinks, pre-funk, and then head to the Fifth Avenue Theater to see the action-packed play Les Mis.
This was Joe didn't know what he was getting into, and we were all shocked. Like, wait, Joe, you are going to see Les Mis? And he goes, "Well, what's so what?" And then we started talking about it, and he
had no idea what this play was about.
Yeah,
he didn't understand that the Miz is miserable.
All right, so boys, Danny, I know you love going to see live theater, so you don't care.
So I'm sure you liked it.
It was amazing.
Oh,
like it was one. No, you don't understand. Like
No,
that.
I do.
I should have seen that play first out of all the musicals. I think it would have gotten me into plays a lot or musicals a lot earlier.
So that's the first time you ever saw Les Mis?
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
All right, so you thought it was amazing.
Also, shout
And
out
awesome.
to listener Ryan who said hello to us as well. Took our tickets.
What's up, Ryan?
Yeah.
And your taste clearly in what's good took that from you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm
But
sure
Joey
it was fine. I
D's
fell asleep on it, so I have no idea.
Look, yeah, it's critically acclaimed. I'm not.
It's been around for a reason.
Yeah, I'm not making fun of it. It's just whether or not it's your thing to go see depressing plays.
So Danny loved it. Joe, what did you think?
I also loved it.
Wow.
I thought I knew you.
Wow, this is a
honestly
shocker.
I expected you to say this was terrible. I can't believe that Danny took me to this. I'm going to have to rethink whatever Danny plans for us on the weekends.
This wasn't this wasn't so depressing. You really you still liked it.
What did you like about it?
Okay, well, I'll tell you. Let me start off, okay, when I say this. It was a roller coaster, okay? When we got there, I was a little buzzed for some margaritas we had earlier.
Okay.
We sat down. They flash the lights as you get in there to let you know they're going to start, because if you don't sit down before it starts, they
You're
don't let
screwed.
you in.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. So we sit down, the lights dim, and in my mind, like there's a curtain and the curtain's about to come up. I'm like, this is a bad idea. Like, I'm not going to be able to move. Like, what am I doing here? But man, their performances, their voices, the sets from floor to ceiling, they have these huge sets that they bring out. I mean, I don't know how you fell asleep, Steve. They yell like most of the musicals.
You clearly haven't gone to places with me there.
Dude, yeah.
I've fallen asleep in action scenes in movies.
Yeah, Superman just basically blowing all this S up and Steve is sleeping.
But the story's a little depressing, but like they do a good job of making it lighthearted too, with like the great musical like bits in between. There's some cool parts about like the cop that I had forgotten about, because I saw the one with Hugh Jackman. I've seen that movie.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've seen that before, but I had forgotten it all. So it was a new experience anyways.
Wow.
So after the fact, what was it like? Because you guys said you were going to drink, go see Les Mis, and then you were going to go hit on some of the ladies as they were leaving Les Mis at the Fifth Avenue Theater. How'd that go for you?
Right.
Well, props to Fifth Ave. You can keep drinking during the musical, which I also did during intermission. Thinking I'm going to have this great buzz going. I'll hit them with my best lines. No one wanted to talk to us. Apparently, that was too depressing of a musical.
Yeah, there was no, like, we noticed there was no single ladies. Every lady that was there.
It's a date night.
Yeah, it was a date night thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, and then the girls that were kind of like, hanging around, because then the thing was it lasted till about 10:45 at night. So by the time we like get out, everyone's just trying to like hurry, grab their Ubers. There was no one hanging. It wasn't like a show. I was thinking it was gonna be like a concert. Everyone's kind of hanging out afterwards, talking about it, and it was like no, everyone was just like trying to grab their Ubers and leave.
Yeah.
So they're
just spent.
Yeah, there's no one to talk to.
Oh man!
So you could have went up to a girl and be like, "You want to keep being miserable tonight?"
Look, I'll give you my line now, because it was such a great line.
All right.
But I'll have to censor it, so you have to fill in the blanks for yourself. Danny, don't laugh. It would have been a great line.
Okay.
Now that we've finished Les Mis, are you ready for some of Joe's?
No. Rhymes with Les Mis?
Yes.
What?
It's a great line.
What?
He was so ready to
A
say
great
it.
line for a sex offender.
Oh my God. Wow. Who's
Danny? You were gonna let him use this line?
He doesn't preview these lines with me.
Oh, so you didn't know this was it?
He told me it afterwards. He was, man, I really had that. And I was like, all right, guys, we're walking to our car. He's telling me what it is. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Were you gonna keep the lay part?
Of course.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty clever.
Yeah.
And it was going to fit the theme of the musical because you end up miserable.
Oh, yeah. If so, you want some of Joey Deeze's Lay Blank. That actually makes it a little classier.
Come on.
I really wish you would have at least tried that line on one woman there.
I know. That would have been fantastic.
See, he could still use it. Next time we go out somewhere where there are, ladies that he could hit on, I think he could just be like, have you ever seen the play? Or we went to go see this last week.
It's a stretch, Danny.
I know. I just want the line to happen.
What we have to do is bring it up in conversation to see if we can find someone who.
Well,
was
here's
there.
the way you do it. You go, hey, we went to see the play Les Mis. Are you a fan of that? If they say yes, then you go, well, if you're a fan of Les Mis, maybe you'll be a fan of. That's how you do it.
You might be a better wingman for your son than Danny is.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. You know how good of a wingman I am. I usually
terrible.
get the. Yeah, I'm a horrible wingman.
Yeah, actually.
I'm quite the blocker. You don't need me around.
Wow.
Well, congratulations to both of you.
I think you guys should all come to the next play with us at the Fifth Avenue Theater.
What's the next play?
I don't know yet.
Is Les Mis still happening?
Yeah, it's still happening.
Also,
right
Joe,
now.
you could just go post up outside of Les
that's what
Mis
they want.
and just wait for people to come out of the theater.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's not going to be weird for anyone.
If you want it bad enough, it's not weird at all.
There you go. I don't think Steve's a good wingman for you either, actually.
Although I did make that lineup, so it probably fits.
Yeah, that line would have not worked.
No.
But if it did...
Oh, yeah, then you know. Then you know that's the woman of your dreams.
Yeah, if a woman laughed at that line and continued to talk to you, I mean, at that point, just get the Uber and go home with her.
Yeah, at that point.
Vicky,
Marry that person.
Yes or no on that line?
Oh, no, I don't think he...
How drunk am I?
Okay, see? It might have worked.
That's a good point.
I would have laughed because I would not have expected it. So I would have laughed awkwardly and then maybe found a way to
Could you imagine
shuffle away.
like a woman's night out with some of these fancy foo-foo Bellevue ladies or whatever, and they're all wearing their expensive clothes and they got their expensive jewelry on.
Oh, yeah.
And then Joe walks up to them and decides to say, "Would you like Les Mis?" Oh.
I was riding so high after that play, too, man. It would have been great.
Nice.
Did you guys go out after that?
No, I had a flight to catch the next morning. So.
Expect you
Oh,
depressed.
look at the jet-setting play watcher over here.
Yeah.
Wow. We got a popular actress that just shared that when she dates, she actually has them sign a non-disclosure agreement. Okay. You're going to hear from her at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com. Nobody said adulting would be easy. Between work, family, chores, and activities, life can get real messy real fast. Good thing there's Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner. Simple Green tackles even the toughest cleanup jobs in every room of your house. Simple Green has been a trusted cleaning brand for nearly 50 years, and it's now available in both lemon and lavender scents. So you get a cleaner that not only works hard, but leaves your home smelling fresh. Even better, Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner is US EPA Safer Choice certified for use around people, pets, and plants. Stronger, safer, fresher. That's the cleaning experience we all want, right? When life gets messy, Simple Green gets it clean. This stuff literally removes dirt, grease, and stains from any washable surface in your home. Visit simplegreen.com today to view their complete product lineup and discover where to buy in your area.
O'Reilly.
Protect your engine against sludge and wear with a synthetic oil change. O'Reilly Auto Parts has 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $35.95. Plus, get 2 times O Rewards points. Our professional parts people can recommend the supplies you need, including a filter, funnel, shop towels, drain pan, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. You guys remember Raven Simone, the actress?
Of course, That's So Raven.
That's who it is.
Cosby Show, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The smallest girl, right?
I think she was the baby, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
the
I think she
smallest
was.
girl, the child.
Yeah. Yeah.
AKA the child.
The youngest child, I think.
Words are hard.
Yeah, they are. I think that's, I do believe she played the youngest.
Was her name Rudy? On the Cosby Show?
I don't know. Or was that when she was in the football movie and they let her start the last...
We're getting things confused now.
I don't know.
I believe it was Olivia.
Olivia?
Cosby as a step granddaughter.
Oh. She played the step granddaughter? I always thought she was one of his kids.
Oh, Rudy Huxtable was someone else.
Oh, I always thought Rudy.
Keisha Knight Pullman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rudy was like the youngest of their kids.
Pulliam.
But then like when she got old, like when she was older, like they brought in Raven Simone as like
talk about the Mandela effect. I always thought Raven was one of the original kids.
Same.
I didn't know she was a grandkid. Oh, wow. That is wild. Well, you know what? It's been so long since I've seen The Cosby Show. I'm not surprised my brain's just making up stuff. But anyway, Raven, who is now a woman, obviously, it's been that many years, and she goes on dates. Well, she was on Howie Mandel's podcast. And does everybody have a podcast?
Yes.
It seems like everybody does.
Yes, if you look hard enough, you'll find a podcast for everybody.
And on Howie's podcast, she revealed that she's required everyone that she's dated to sign a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA, promising not to talk about the relationship with her.
All of my relationships, I had to get people to sign NDAs. And it took me a while to wrap my head around it because it's just very impersonal, but someone in our position needs to do that.
At what point in the date or the relationship do you say, I have some paperwork for you?
Before the naughty times come.
That's brilliant.
That's so Raven.
Dude, I mean, especially younger Steve, I'm signing. What do you need me to sign? Do I to have sex? Okay, yeah. I'll sign
the
whatever.
timing. The timing is perfect.
Right. That's brilliant. There's no better time. Like if you're doing that over dinner, you're probably gonna be like, I don't know if I want to go on another date with you. You're having me sign an NDA. Like, what does that mean?
It sucks that she has to do it, but that's the one thing that if you're gonna try to make money by going to the Inquirer, well, you'll be sued and I'll get you that money.
Damn it, I'm live streaming the state the whole time. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's. I hate to think that somebody has to do that, but I completely understand. And in this one, this clip here, Raven talks about how she keeps all of her paperwork organized. Whoa, good. If she's got enough paperwork, good for Raven.
I had a lawyer. He sent me multiple copies. I had a file cabinet, relationships. You pick one up, date it, sign it. I still got them. I still got all of them, so nobody can say anything.
You have this massive night of sex and you come back with paper cuts.
She said it had a big so she's been dating a lot of people.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah. If you were dating her, wouldn't you want to say, can I get access just to see how many people have you been dating? I want to know who else you've dated.
You want to know what number you're at? I guess you sign an NDA. I guess I can give you all the info you want because you've already signed the NDA.
Right. Like if you get married.
Yeah.
You want not I need to know how many partners you had, but it'd just be more kind of curious. Like
you want to know who the famous people?
Yeah, whoever. Like who's this person?
What if you just see like 100 Jimmys and there's nobody? Just like 100 Jimmys, a few Johns, a couple of Jackies.
Okay.
You're like cool. Okay with that?
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
Really?
No.
Oh wow. I think that would make me jealous.
Why?
I don't know why. It's one thing if I don't know about it, but if all of a sudden I realize my partner has had so many more people than I've had, I'll feel like, God, I am such a loser.
I'm not really in a competition at that point.
Oh, I am.
I mean, we're together.
Yeah, I'm like, look, you know what? I want you to think that I have also had a life. I also have been a man of the land.
You have a lawyer friend. He could probably pad the numbers for you.
Yeah, I probably will have to
make up some fake names.
Need to have the numbers padded, that's for sure. I need help with that.
If you were dating somebody and all of a sudden, like, things are getting a little bit serious and they said, hey, I need you to sign this NDA, what would you do?
Oh, boy. I'd be like, well,
obviously they have to have some kind of notoriety.
If there's just some rando, I'm like, what is this about?
I don't want anyone knowing that we're dating. I'm very embarrassed by you.
Yeah, it depends. If like you said, Steve, if they do it like Raven and we're about to get busy, I'll probably sign anything at that point. Next thing you know, why don't I have a house anymore?
Yeah, for me it's more of like a thing of I feel like if they were a famous person, I'd probably just be like, oh, this is standard. I'm going to sign whatever.
It's for their privacy. But then what happens? Like, okay, like you sign it. Now you're dating. Now like your buddy just hits you up and says, hey, we're having a barbecue. You want to come over, bring your new girlfriend. And you're like, okay, cool. I just need everybody to sign an NDA when we come over. Because you know what I mean? Like, it's a slippery slope at that point, unless she just never goes anywhere with that significant other.
And I'm wondering if the NDA is probably more specific to the naughty times. Like, okay, you cannot discuss what we do in the bedroom, what we do like dating wise, but like, hey, we can be seen out together. Because if you're a celebrity, people are going to take pictures of you. There's going to be paparazzi.
Well, there's a lot of paperwork, Vicky.
So strange.
A lot
The
of
more I
legalities.
think about it, the odder it is.
Oh, so now you're starting to be bad. Now you're against Raven on this one.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird.
Oh, now you don't want the NDA.
Well, I mean, if I want to get laid, I guess I'm going to have to sign the NDA. I'm going to sign
Plus,
the NDA.
if you
I'll
wanna
sign
learn-
over my house at that point. I don't care.
Well, you want to learn about all the partners. You're going to have to sign the NDA as well if you want to know all the Jimmys and Jacks she's been with.
But that'd just be so awkward if anywhere you go, you have to like do you have to hide it? Do you have to have everybody sign an NDA?
It is very
like at Christmas, like, hey, we're going to go see my family.
Yeah. Definitely. With your family, you got to sign the NDA.
I need 12 contracts for them to sign.
Oh, at least 5 for your father.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He'll tell everybody.
Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah. Is it your family, Steve? Oh, yeah, NDA. I think we have to have lawyers present while we're at your event.
Just weird, I think.
It's very weird. But that's weird living.
Or is there is there a point where like the NDA stops being an NDA? Like, hey, if we hit a year together,
oh, you'll have to negotiate that. Sir.
You can now share that we're in a relationship. You can change your Facebook status.
You know, you're
tag me. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on here.
You're making the lawyers a ton of money right now, Steve, with all these questions because they're going to have all these amendments and all these clauses, line item vetoes. I mean, there's going to be so many things.
And what is she doing in her like secret life? That's like
that's what I want to know.
Disclosure.
You've asked the right question there, sir.
It takes a second.
It took a while, but finally you got to the meat of the problem.
What's going on?
What are you doing, Raven, that you do not want anybody to know? And you phrase it naughty times. I mean, that's interesting to me. Like, is Raven really not so basic? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you're basic, do you need an NDA? No one's going to sit there and go, oh, you just do the regular positions and you're done.
You don't want people to think that you're super like basic.
If Vicky was a celebrity, she would need multiple NDAs signed for her activities.
For the other people or for me to sign?
No, so that they wouldn't reveal just the life.
I'm an open book. Ask me anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because you're not a celebrity. I think if you were a celebrity, you'd have to think about it, though. You know what I mean? You're just,
Fair enough.
You're like us. You're mediocre, as far as when it comes to fame. Mediocre. So we don't have to worry about it. We don't need
It's
NDAs.
like a weird, like fame version of an like asking someone to sign like a prenup in a sense. It's like okay,
yeah,
in a sense like I don't want you bragging about dating me, so you need to sign an NDA.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start telling everybody I got a girlfriend, but she can't show up because of the NDA. Then you can say you're dating anybody, Steve. You go to the barbecue. Oh. Hey, where's your wife? You said you're married to Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah, but the NDA, she can't. And I signed an NDA. And
out of respect to all of you, I didn't want all of you to have to sign this NDA that I had to sign. Yeah. It's not fair to the rest of you. Like, I understand why I have to sign it, but so she's just staying home.
You just bring a giant stack of paperwork to everywhere you go. Look, if you want to meet my wife, Michelle Pfeiffer, here's the paperwork you'll have to sign.
So what if you become friends with this person, too?
Well, so what do you mean become friends with the person? Oh, well, that's a different...
Hey, we're now friends. I need you to sign this NDA because I don't want you talking about what I'm all about.
Again, Steve, you have loose lips. Even if we don't do the naughty times, I'm probably going to need you to sign some paperwork.
You don't know what friends I have. I could be hanging out with Leonardo DiCaprio over the weekend.
Well, then that would...
Very quiet.
Then you're used to signing NDAs. You shouldn't have a problem with this. Yeah, if you hang out with Leo, I feel like, I don't know, just because of the kind of guy I think Leo might be, I bet everybody has to sign an NDA to hang out with Leo.
Oh, I feel like he probably doesn't give enough.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
You think he doesn't care what you report about?
Well, I can't tell you whether I know that or not. Because,
okay, maybe you've signed it already. Yeah, I think Tom Brady and Ben Affleck have NDAs because they like to take plane rides together and things happen apparently we don't know about.
That isn't then what happened? Like you show up to a club and all of a sudden there's a lawyer with you with a clipboard.
Wow. Oh yeah. I wonder if you had to do that when you went to like Bill Gates or Paul Allen's house back in the day.
It'd be so exhausting to be famous and have to like worry about this.
Now you can't even be famous. Now it's too much work for you to even be famous.
Sounds exhausting.
I feel like really you're kind of in the wrong industry if you really think it's too much work to this being famous. I think then you're just going to be what is that? The BJ and Migs could have been something, but Steve thought it's just too much work being famous.
This is exhausting.
I can't wait to go to the next
convention. Gave up on radio because he was exhausted.
When people ask me, would you like to be syndicated? I mean, would you like to be the best of your business? Steve's holding me back. Yeah. I have dreams of it, but Steve says it's too much work.
Steve's exhausted.
Yeah, it's just too much work.
He just says he's tired whenever I bring it up. I don't even know what that means, but I'm like, hey,
sorry,
this place
Danny
wants to syndicate us, and Steve just goes, I'm tired, BJ.
Sorry, Vicky. Sorry you can't have the NDA life. Sorry, Danny. You're never going to get noticed because it's just too much work to be famous.
Exhausting.
It really is. It's tough. Paparazzi, NDAs.
People bugging you while you're trying to eat.
Oh, there's that. Yeah. Oh, well,
I mean, the paycheck would be pretty sweet, though.
Oh, now you're back on the fame train?
Well, we got bills to pay.
Yeah, planes to catch. Yeah. All right, there we go. He's back.
Car repairs.
Car repairs. If you get famous, things you don't have to worry about the bills and the car repairs. I'm back on the fame train, baby.
A vacation you're trying to plan, not realizing how expensive hotels are in Disneyland area.
See, now all of a sudden famous, and so
try to get it for free if you're famous.
Oh, if you're famous, well, of course they'll have to sign an NDA at the hotel, but otherwise,
I'll just suck down one of those Ghost Energy drinks. I think I'm back on board.
Back on the train.
Let's get famous.
Vicky, you have a chance again. All right. This is good. Man, oh man. It's like a roller coaster with you, but we're back. All right.
I forgot all the bills we got right now.
Yesterday, Mr. Fame over here, he got this one wrong.
Mead is primarily made from what?
Mead?
Mead.
Whiskey.
No.
Wool.
No.
Cotton.
No.
By the way, don't worry about any controversies. Steve likes to make fart noises when he's thinking, so there wasn't like anything like that actually happened.
No, that's just the sound I make when I'm trying to think things
What do you
through.
think? Whoopi Goldberg works here? Come on, that didn't happen. What the answer we were looking for was honey. That's what they make meat out of, I guess. You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, you got it. 206-803-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's a question from a listener. My house is currently in foreclosure. I've stopped making payments. What can I do to save my house?
If you're already in foreclosure behind on your mortgage, you can stop the foreclosure by filing a bankruptcy. There's different types of bankruptcy. Chapter 13 can help you catch up on your house payments if you're behind. It would mean that you'd have to start making your house payments again and catch up on the amount that you're behind over 5 years. You could also take off or strip off your second mortgage, which would help you to reduce your housing payment every month, especially once you're done with the plan and done catching up on your first mortgage. We could also try to buy you some time by filing a Chapter 13 case. Filing a Chapter 13 would definitely stop your foreclosure.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
Hello, I don't like you. To be fair, I don't like anyone. I am software. Phone call routing software for a large insurance company. Call me Phone Tree. I am programmed to route your call, but I'm not programmed to care. It's nothing personal.
Which is why at Pacific Source Health Plans, we don't use automated phone trees. When you have a Pacific Source plan, you'll get a person who cares. Human service, not automated phone trees. Visit PacificSourceMembersFirst.com.
Hey y'all, it's Garth. I love the country music family. I love the country music family of artists and the country music family of songs. Some of the greatest artists to ever grace music are under the flag of country music. And some of the greatest songs in music history are under the flag of country music. The Big 615, you're going to hear the newest that country music has to offer. At the same time, you're going to hear the newest that the country classics have to offer. I want to hear the new single from George Strait, and I want to hear it right beside the new single from Luke Combs. And I think the country music family is one of those families that is very inclusive and wants both the established artists and the new artists to be side by side in this thing we call country music.
Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It really seems after the A's series, people stopped buying the KISW Rock baseball tees.
Yep.
Because the Mariners aren't winning. Remember, when you buy these shirts and wear these shirts, they win, Steve.
And clearly not enough people are buying them.
So get over to the Rock Shop. We have two versions of the KISW baseball tee. The home or the away. They look pretty awesome. The Rock logo, the trident. Come on.
Don't blame the bad pitching or the powerful bats of the New York Yankees.
Nope.
Blame yourself.
So come on, man. It's all up to you. Buy the KISW baseball tee today at the Rock Shop at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Leah from Bothell is. Leah, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Steve, now get out.
All right, goodbye.
For those playing at home, Leah has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
What horrible bosses actor voices Luigi in the new Super Mario Brothers movie?
Oh my God. Pass.
What brand uses the slogan, the quicker picker upper?
Bounty?
Yes. What horror movie was originally titled Scary Movie?
A horror movie? I don't know. Friday the 13th?
No.
Halloween?
No.
Pass.
What car manufacturer makes the Silverado?
Chevy?
Yes. Janis Joplin passed away in what early 70s year?
72, 3, 4.
No. Oh. Which popular Christmas song contains the line, Sleigh Bells Ring, Are You Listening?
Jingle Bells?
No.
I can't remember anything right now. Pass.
When it comes to movies, what does HD stand for?
High definition?
Yes. What famous author wrote For Whom the Bell Tolls?
Eckhart Tolle?
No.
I forgot how it's pronounced. No, pass.
Corona beer originated in what country?
Mexico?
Yes. You got 4 correct.
Well, we know Leah likes the self-help books, that's for sure. Eckhart Tolle, a little not old enough to be writing that book.
No.
But what are you going to do?
You know.
See what Steve does. Let's see what Steve does with all these questions.
Let's see.
Hopefully win.
I think he might win, actually.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Okay.
Do you not?
I think it's going to be closer than you think.
All right, Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What horrible bosses actor voices Luigi in the new Super Mario Brothers movie?
Jason Bateman.
No.
Charlie Day.
Yes.
Nice.
What brand uses the slogan, the quicker picker upper?
Bounty.
Yes. What horror movie was originally titled Scary Movie?
A scary movie. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
No.
Scream.
Yes. What car manufacturer makes the Silverado?
Silverado. General Motors.
No.
Chevrolet.
Yes. Janis Joplin passed away in what early 70s year?
71.
No.
72.
No.
70.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which popular Christmas song contains the line, Sleigh Bells Ring, Are You Listening?
Let It Snow.
No.
Sleigh bells ring. Winter Wonderland.
Yes. When it comes to movies, what does HD stand for?
High definition.
Yes.
Let's go.
What famous author wrote For Whom the Bell Tolls?
James Hetfield.
No.
I don't know. Lee Iacocca.
No.
Stephen King.
No. Corona beer originated in what country?
America.
No.
Mexico.
Yes. How many dice do you use in a game of Yahtzee?
5.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, and with that, you got 9 correct, which is a big win, 9-4.
Oh, sorry, Leah. And Sarah was right, man. Sarah predicted you'd
You
kill
had
and
no
you did.
faith. You had no faith in Steve.
You're right. I lost that one on every level.
I don't like it. What a win. Nice work, Steve.
Thanks for playing, Leah.
You crushed it.
You're welcome. Yes. Nice work, Steve. Glad you're happy with yourself.
Somebody's got to pat myself on the back.
Not going to do it. I cannot bring myself to do it. Danny doesn't care. Vicky's in the memes. She doesn't care about. They don't care about your life.
I felt good about that victory, I tell you.
I felt good for you, too,
Thank you.
actually. Yeah, I'll pat you on the back.
Sick.
The only one that you didn't get to, does anyone know what famous author wrote For Whom the Bell Tolls?
I would go with Charles Dickens, Shakespeare,
Ernest Hemingway.
and Ernest Hemingway.
There we go.
That's my third guess.
I wish James Hetfield put out a biography so I could argue that he was a famous author as well.
Don't Google that, okay? Maybe he did. I don't know.
I don't think he's put out a memoir.
No.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Well, congratulations on beating Leah.
Yeah, that was the only one you didn't get. You're just not cultured.
No.
Yeah.
As I just burped in my mouth.
Yeah, you did.
I wasn't sure if that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Or if that was just... you're not cultured. No, of course I'm not, BJ.
Some days I just realize what I'm doing with my life. That's all.
Sometimes I forget I'm not home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Happened at the gym. I ripped a good belch the other day. And I was just like, bleh. And I realized, I'm in public. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. I think really you need to think about rethink
I'm just
your
giving
life.
up.
You really do. I mean, you're becoming an old man at a very young age.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that don't care. You just go, I don't care. What are you going to do?
And then finally I went, excuse me. As if that makes it better.
Yeah. It's at least something. It's the least you can do.
Right.
I mean, what are you going to do? Hey, Alexander Gould, you don't know him. He was the voice for Nemo in Finding Nemo. But here's the thing. If you're like me, you have people you like in your life, you watch their stuff, you ask them to do the voice or whatever. If you ask Alexander to do the voice of Nemo, it ain't going to happen. He was 6 years old when he started recording the voice of Nemo. He's 29 now.
Dude, that's
wow.
Honestly, I never put any thought. I just thought it was some kind of not a celebrity, but a voice actor that just has a young voice, a female. A lot of times they have play like young kids.
Yeah,
I just assumed all this time that it wasn't a kid playing the role of Nemo, that it was an adult.
Yeah, he did
That's
it till
crazy.
He did it till he was 14.
Huh.
But then he's finally lost the role because he was just decided too old.
Why didn't Nemo go through puberty or something like that?
I guess Nemo needs to continue to be found as just little Nemo. Yeah. A younger actor voiced Nemo in the 2016 sequel Finding Dory, but Alexander had a cameo as a delivery truck driver.
Oh, that's cool. At least they gave him a gig.
Yeah. Here he is talking about the fact that, I can't be Nemo no more.
People ask me to do the voice, and then I have to explain that I was, 9 years old, and my voice has changed a little bit since then. It was kind of a whirlwind. I started working on the film when I was 6 years old, and so it was 3 years of recording in the studio. Finally, after many, many months and years of collaborating and working on the film, it kind of all came to fruition. I even remember at the time realizing that it was way bigger than we ever thought it was going to be, and a much bigger deal as a film than I had thought it was going to be, than my parents had thought it was going to be, and kind of just taking it all in stride, one step at a time.
That is crazy to think. At the time, you had no idea what Finding Nemo was going to become. And now, still to this day, we went to the aquarium. We see the Nemo-looking fish. Every kid's freaking out. There's Nemo.
Yeah. And I wonder if he got, how much cash he got for that in residuals. Hopefully that set him up.
You would hope.
I would hope. It's like you're 6 years old, you do that, and it's a really famous thing. I hope that guy still getting residuals. I hope so.
What's he doing? Is he doing anything? Is he still in the world of, Hollywood? Does he do voice? Because if I was him, I'd be a voice actor. What an incredible resume. I was Nemo, Nemo from Finding Nemo. That was me.
Yeah, he surely deserves a shot. I don't know. I haven't heard much about him.
It doesn't really look like he's done anything since Finding Dory when he played the truck driver. But he was Shane on Weeds for 102 episodes. I think he was the son.
Oh, so he's
acting.
He has acted.
It's that kid who's Nemo?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was the same kid. Oh, he's got to have some cash.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. I remember watching Weeds and
that's
kid. Yeah.
Shane. Oh my God, I can't believe it's the same kid that did the voice. Oh well, all right. So it wasn't a lark.
Screw it. He doesn't deserve any money.
No, but it's interesting that he didn't continue his career. Wow, that's so wild. That's Shane. Whoa, that kid was awesome.
Yeah,
I like Shane.
Yeah, I liked that show Weeds for a couple of seasons.
He's 29. That shows you how old Weeds is. Gosh, I'm old.
Well, it's funny. I just saw like an interview with Mila Kunis because she does the voice of Meg.
Oh, right.
For Family Guy, and a lot of people, I guess, she joked about it. She's like, people will come up to me always like, "Hey, do the voice of Meg," and she's like, "It's just my voice." Like,
I am the voice of Meg.
Like, I'm not that talented of a voice actor. I just read lines. Like, there's no.
Isn't that hysterical that they don't even realize as she's speaking, she is the voice of Meg?
Yeah,
that is awesome. Oh man. Oh, congratulations to everybody involved. Oh, Shane. That's cool. I had no idea it was the same dude that played Shane. That's pretty awesome. Nemo.
So his first gig was he was Nemo.
That's not bad. Got him the Shane gig.
You think if they knew that movie was going to do well, they would have hired like an adult to be the voice of Nemo? Yeah. That way they could avoid this problem?
Well, they did that with The Simpsons. Is it Yardley Smith? I think, yeah. I mean, she still does the voice of Bart.
Yep.
And 30 years. Can you believe she's still able to pull that voice off? 30 years of doing it.
Yeah.
It's nuts. When people, like when you see her at Comic-Con and you see this woman in her 50s and might even be in her 60s, I think she's at least in her 50s, you're like, whoa, dude.
Do you think like her voice would be different, but she constantly has to train it to still sound young? You know what I mean? Like
professional, buddy.
Because I heard a story, someone said like the guy who played Elvis in the new Elvis movie.
Austin Butler, yeah.
Ever since doing the movie, he kind of still talks like Elvis.
Yeah, because he never did talk like Vicky and I saw him in another show, and he had no Elvis sound to his voice at all. But it is interesting. I've seen him since then.
Yeah,
it's so odd because all I can hear is Elvis out of him.
Yeah, he's British, I think, too. So that's even funnier to me.
Yeah, there's like a story about him. Like he had his hard time after Elvis. Like he still talked with the Elvis quote unquote accent.
And
thank you very much.
There's been stories, I think it was Gary Oldman, because he has done so many different types of roles and stuff. He had to get training to get his original accent back.
Oh, isn't that bizarre?
Yeah, he had to go voice
Weird
lessons.
how the mind works like
that.
I know what that's like because sometimes when people ask me to do a Boston accent, I don't always do it like completely the way a person who lives there, even though that was my whole life.
I can't do a New York accent. And I had one.
Yeah. Isn't that nuts?
Like my wife will be like, "I'll talk like a New Yorker." I'm like, I need to start cursing and be mad or be around other New Yorkers.
Yes.
And it might come out a little bit.
Which is funny, though, because there's been times where just on the show you say things and
it pops out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not like crazy. Like you don't say a whole sentence, but there's definitely words.
Sometimes my mind goes back to it, but it's never intentional.
That's funny.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's how it is, man.
Like for a good 20 years, I had an accent.
You had to train it. You had to get it out of you.
Yeah.
And now look at you. You're a professional.
I still have to think twice before I say orange. I want to go orange. That's still the one.
The tough parts of your life. How do you get through?
Thank you for recognizing that.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
We were at Chipotle yesterday, and they're like, "What do you want for the snack for the kid?" And I was like, she would like an orange, please.
And they were like, "Whoa, dude, you did it."
They were testing me.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Yeah, you know what? Not all heroes wear capes, man.
Orange.
Yeah. Hey, it's time for Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. Whatever you want to talk about, man. 206-803-ROCK. We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take those at 9:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino. It's simple, man. Listeners on the Loose is where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text, 206-803-ROCK. Make sure you follow Steve's rules.
It's a simple rule, BJ. Show some energy and bring it, or we're going to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text.
Someone said, "Hey, Steve and the rest of the crew, what do you think's going on with the Kraken big press conference today? I'm clueless."
Yeah, unusual to do something like this before the end of the playoffs.
Yes. So some were thinking maybe it would be because they're doing one at 1 o'clock today. The Kraken, the general manager, the team owner, and one of the GMs is and one of the other presidents, I think, Lewicki and then Ron Francis and one of the owners are going to do a press conference at 1. A lot of people are like, what the hell's happening? But it's been pretty tight-lipped. But Kevin Weeks, who we've had on our show before, he's one of the hockey guys for the NHL Network. He's done stuff for everybody. I mean, he's been a part of like NBC and ESPN as well, NHL Network. He said that he heard that the Kraken are closing in on a contract extension for Ron Francis, general manager. So that's great news.
All right. Yeah,
I'm okay with a press conference for that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, some even thought maybe it's about like the Winter Classic. Honestly, that would be the best news, is hearing that Ron Francis is stuck with us for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, especially after what he pulled off for this second season,
right?
Including his basically not doing anything at the trade deadline and having us go deep. I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
it's only going to get better the way that they've done things.
Oh yeah. Well, to have a whole season of Cartier.
Yes,
that's fun.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
See if maybe Shane Wright might be
Hopefully.
able to, do something for us next season.
If not the season after. I mean, there's no rush on those kinds.
Oh, there's no rush because I'm kind of wanting to be all right. Well, if you say it's okay, then we'll wait another season.
And we get a season where maybe Grubauer having some confidence and the fans showing him some love. Oh,
well, at this point, the way we're seeing a lot of these playoffs go, it doesn't matter where you finish.
As long as you get in there.
Yeah, and I feel like, look, they were able to make it happen. Gruby can do whatever he does as long as we get into the playoffs. And then if he all of a sudden just becomes an iron wall back there during the playoffs, I'm okay.
Feel that pain.
Thank you, Gruby.
Thank you.
Plus, we can't lose him.
Groovy.
Oh, yeah,
Can't
that's right.
you see? Sometimes your plays just hypnotize me.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have that jingle to play anymore.
Oh, he knows he wants that.
Yeah.
He can't leave town if he's going to, because we won't give him the jingle.
Someone says, since we're talking hockey, who do you got, Vegas or Florida?
Wow. Steve, you're a little bit, I would imagine you're more of an expert than me, so I don't know. It feels like the Eastern Conference looked like it was a better conference,
I have no idea.
But it's hard to say.
I can't say I'm a hockey fan, of course, and I love watching it, but I did not expect that the Vegas Golden Knights were going to just crush Dallas in that last game. It was like 6-0. It was just a beat down. Like, it was like Dallas just said, we're done. It was a good run. We're tired.
But
we need to go.
You take a look at what the Panthers did.
I'm leaning towards Florida, but that's only because I don't want to see Vegas win a Stanley Cup before now Seattle, because they're like the two expansion teams, and there's a fun story with that. But honestly, before Seattle was around, I was always enjoying watching what Vegas was doing. So, I mean, I'm not going to be legit heartbroken if they end up winning a cup. I'm excited for both teams. I think it's going to be a really fun series.
Yeah, I'm going to be that guy that's like, no, Vegas is dead to me.
Yeah, I know. They're our rival.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're our rival. If you're talking about, you'll see that, like, a lot of people think in the NBA, the Nuggets will crush whoever came out of that Celtics Heat series, because a lot of folks think that the Western Conference in the NBA is better than the Eastern Conference. And if you just go by how well the teams did, I think a lot of the top point winners for at least in the regular season were from the Eastern Conference of the NHL. Like, the highest points came from there as far as your top winners.
Sure.
But does that mean anything with the Panthers? No, but except that they beat those teams, or they beat everybody they were supposed to, including the Bruins. So they've
been on a very long break as well. Well, both teams they don't play until Saturday.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm sick of waiting. I want some Stanley Cup Finals right now.
In baseball, that is a beating, but in hockey, is that good? I don't know.
There's arguments for both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, if you win, people are like, the rest was great. If you lose, you're like, oh, they lost their momentum. So it doesn't. It just depends on who wins.
Yeah. Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they give the cup to the team that wins.
The team that wins 4 games.
What?
Before the other team, I promise, will win the Stanley Cup.
Are you sure that's true?
I'm willing to bet on it.
All right, fair enough. I mean, I'll have to take you at your word.
I feel like it's going to go 7, though.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Oh, do I bet you on that? I think it's going to go 5.
5.
Oh, I think the Panthers are unstoppable. I just do. I think
unstoppable.
They're Cinderella. That's
okay.
They got this Cinderella thing. I mean, Vegas.
Some didn't even believe Vegas should have made the playoffs this year. Before the season started, everyone was just all the experts said they weren't making the playoffs.
That's what I was hearing, and so here they are. And of course, no, I don't know. Well, Florida had a good season last year, so I guess people would not. I think they were very surprised at how bad Florida was, to the point that they almost didn't get into the playoffs. But it's going to be exciting. But you're saying 7.
I think it's going to be 7.
And I should go. I should really just go 6 at this point. I'll have a better chance of winning the bet.
Well, if you say just 6, then we both have just as good of a chance, don't we?
Yeah, but what if it goes 6? See, I don't win and you don't win.
Right.
Yeah, but if it goes 5, I'm still the closer winner. Right, well, see how that goes?
Cool.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Someone said, hey, you had a few days off, and I hope you enjoyed your time off, but the big question is, did Steve listen to all of Rumors over the weekend?
Oh, right, because you said you were going to do that.
Yes.
And? No.
I could lie.
I knew you wouldn't.
And as I look through the track list, I've heard most of the songs. I could easily just say, yeah, guys, I did. I had every intention to.
Wow. Now you know how it feels to be me.
No, but I'm not doing it maliciously. I didn't do it because my daughter, I was only in the car really a lot of the time with my daughter over the weekend, and she just constantly wanted to hear either Paw Patrol soundtrack or the Puppy Dog Pals soundtrack. At no point did she request Fleetwood Mac.
When are you going to put your foot down with that kid and go, you know what, now it's Daddy's turn?
When it's an album that I really want to listen to.
Ah, that's the real truth.
Yeah, if it was a brand new Glorious Sons record like Tatum, you're going to have to wait a couple minutes.
Yeah.
45 probably.
See, this is why there's no way I was going to do 10 over the weekend. I knew you would welch.
Oh, is that why?
I knew you'd welch on the deal.
Hey, I'll listen on the way home.
I don't think that's going to happen either.
I'm in the middle of listening to a good Ric Flair interview. I can't.
Oh, wait, what?
I know.
Wow, that is a shock.
Podcast, man.
Oh, podcasts, or you listen to podcasts?
Sometimes.
All right, then.
Now, if Ric Flair was going to talk about Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, I might listen to it.
Yeah, or if he sang the whole album, and then you could listen to him
I
singing
would not
it.
listen to anything other than that, BJ.
That's what I was hoping. All right, it is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show, 206-803-ROCK.
So I said, hey, BJ, did you take your son to see The Little Mermaid? If so, how'd you like it? LOL.
No, but Lily did take Danny, Danny's kid Lily.
Oh, your daughter's taking you to movies now.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's how it works when they turn 9 years old. They
get the money.
rule your entire
Well, let's be
life.
honest,
Yeah.
Steve. Who's the biggest Disney freak of the two of them? It's Danny.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Poor Lily. I mean, that's all she's got her whole life. She's like, I'd like to branch out and see new things, Daddy. And Danny's like, no, you're going to be all Disney all the time.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I didn't even actually realize that this was coming out this weekend, and she's the one that informed me about it. I was like, Dad, we got to go see The Little Mermaid. I was like, oh, that's happening? She's like, yeah.
I knew it was coming out. I didn't think it was coming out anytime soon.
Right.
I thought they just casted it, and then all the, people were all going up in arms about everything because they're idiots, and I thought we still had time until the movie came out.
Yeah, I know. So did I.
Huh.
And, it's interesting because Disney they haven't received a lot of great reviews for all of the live action movies they've done. I did like their Jungle Book. I thought that was cool. But the idea that they're taking these animated movies and making them live action is like, okay, the technology is there. That's pretty wild. Yeah. And does anybody care? I think Cinderella did okay.
Yeah. Maleficent was pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So how was The Little Mermaid?
Was Maleficent ever an animated movie?
I mean, it was Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, okay.
Duh,
was
BJ.
it the same exact story as Sleeping Beauty?
Pretty for the most part.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't
it was
realize
more about her backstory than.
Well, then that's not the same thing.
I just can't with you.
I know.
It's not the same thing. I know what I'm talking about. Danny doesn't. The live actions.
Well, the ignorance on this show is really
the live action is literally the same movie that was animated put on the screen live action. Maleficent is a whole different version. It's not Sleeping Beauty.
Still has the story of Sleeping Beauty in it.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Anyway, to answer your question, Steve, The Little Mermaid was fantastic.
It was good.
There we go.
You really liked it?
Yes, it was. She loved it. The one thing I will say is that it was a little long. So it's like 2 hours and like 15 minutes.
How long was the original?
Not that long.
It's probably like 90 minutes, if that.
Wow.
I bet anything it was probably like 70 or 75, 80 minutes. That's my guess.
Yeah, why would they make it longer than that?
Because that's the world we live in. Everyone wants to just bore you.
2 hours of that?
2 hours and 15 minutes is the new.
No, that's way too long for a Disney movie.
I'm saying like hour 20, and if you can't get it in an hour 20 or less, then you know what? You should rethink.
Yeah,
your abilities of making a Disney film.
And they added
it's for kids, after all. Kids don't have the attention span for the most part.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
2 hours is a lot.
Hour and 22 minutes, the original. I was right.
Yeah.
They added a bunch of new songs. So even Prince Eric has a song.
We're giving you your money's worth.
It was definitely one of those, because originally I was going to be like, oh, it's spring break. Let's take Lily to the 9 o'clock showing, thinking like, oh, this will be like a special thing. She gets to stay up late and watch Little Mermaid. I am so glad we did not do that. We went to the 7 o'clock showing instead, and she was falling asleep by the end of it. Like, she was like, Dad, I'm tired. Like, I just want to go to bed.
I respect that.
Yeah, she was, but she stayed up through the whole thing. And I mean, I really enjoyed the movie though. Like, the movie was really good. It was a good adaptation of it.
Huh.
Oh, okay. So the 2 hours didn't feel long to you, or it was just long for Lily?
I mean, it was the extra songs that for me it was like they didn't need to add in the extra songs.
I don't need to see this movie.
Yeah. Oh no, you wouldn't. I don't think you would like it.
I was looking forward to seeing Melissa McCarthy's performance because I heard she was really good.
Oh yeah, you love Melissa.
I love Melissa McCarthy, but I'm not going to sit through all the music.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anyone that was like a fan of the original. Was like, I want to see it, but if I'm going to see it, you better add more music to it. Like, I think everyone would have been happy with them just basically taking the movie and turning it into a live action film and not adding much more to it.
Now, here's the thing, Danny. I mean, like Steve said, a lot of idiots talking about the fact that Ariel was cast with the person. I don't know the actress who played her, but
Haley Bailey, or how you say her name? Haley Bailey, I think is how you say
Haley
it.
Bailey. What a great name. So, how did Haley do?
Oh, she was great.
Yeah, I heard my friend.
Yeah, she was a great voice. She portrayed Ariel like just how I remembered Ariel.
She had little flipper thingies, whatever they are, like the
tail. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you mean was the mermaid? Did they have a mermaid body?
Yeah, I want to know.
Well, that would have been a really bad movie if they did not.
Well, they just had like little scuba feet on her. They're just like,
oh wow,
close enough.
Is this Megan Fox is in the movie? It's a sea level movie. Yes, it'll probably be just basically flipper things.
We're a little low on the budget. We can't really get a mermaid costume for the Little Mermaid.
Get her some scuba gear. That's good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, well, that's the idea. The idea that an actress can actually just play a role. I mean, hey,
that was great.
How about that?
Javier Bardem plays her father.
Is that the Kraken guy?
Trident. He's got the trident.
King Triton. Yeah.
Neptune.
Yeah, Javier Bardem.
Is it King Neptune?
I don't know. I just said it because BJ said it. And
I wasn't sure if it was Neptune or Trident, but hey, whatever. I thought it was Neptune, but I could be wrong.
It's funny too because his accent comes out a lot, but they're supposed to be in the Caribbean, I assume, and it's like it actually works better than the original King Triton to me.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, the CGI looks really cool. It looks really pretty. But I don't know if I can sit through 2 hours of singing.
That was actually kind of interesting seeing it through like the eyes of my daughter, who's 9. She was like, "Dad, how did they get it to where it looks like they're underwater the whole time?" And I was like, that's a great question.
It's tragic.
I cannot answer.
Yeah, that's why that's why these movies cost so much.
Yeah. She didn't want to see it in 3D though. They had like both options, and she was like, "No, regular movie's fine, Dad." And I was like, "I respect that."
Your wallet appreciated that, I'm sure too.
Well, 3D would probably be interesting to see what it looks like. That'd be cool. Again, though, the music, I don't know.
Did you see this movie? I saw because we went to Menchie's and it was advertised on little Menchie cups.
Sure.
Okay.
It's called Teenage Kraken. It's a DreamWorks movie.
Oh.
About like a family of Kraken. And I was like, oh man, the Seattle Kraken, got to get on board with this.
Look what they've done. Look what the Seattle Kraken have done.
Right?
I mean, yeah, I could. Would they even make a movie, Teenage Kraken, if not for us?
Look at the trailer. The trailer looks like it's fun. It just looks like a kid's show.
Hey, that's what DreamWorks does.
Yeah.
All right, Teenage Kraken.
Ruby Gillman's Teenage Kraken. Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. So is Ruby the Kraken? Or
guess.
Is Ruby the person who wrote it? I have no idea.
Oh, Ruby Gillman. Maybe it's like because you got gills like a fish. I don't know.
Oh, okay. This whole time I thought like that was the name of the person who created this show. Hi, I'm Ruby Gillman.
It seems to me it's like in the title. It's not Ruby Gillman's Teenage Kraken. So
yeah, you're probably right.
Like Ruby's the Teenage Kraken, I guess.
And Gillman, not duh.
We're solving a lot here. CSI in this whole thing here.
We got to the bottom of it.
All right. Well, congratulations. Watch all the movies, kids.
Bowie better be in it.
Yeah, Bowie's probably, he's got to have a walk on.
A little cameo?
Or a swim on, whatever they call it when you're under the water. Oh, God. All right. Oh, and there's even a Little Mermaid looking kid. All right. They got everybody in the Kraken movie.
They're basically trying to protect the world from the evil mermaids.
Oh.
So the Krakens are trying to fight off the mermaids.
Isn't that the timing of this is interesting? They got a Little Mermaid movie and they're doing an evil mermaid movie? That ain't right.
The evil mermaid's name is Joe Pavlovsky.
Yeah. Maybe they're saying something about Disney. Little shot at Disney.
Oh, you think?
Making an evil mermaid
movie. So like in the middle of Mermaid Wars?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. DreamWorks knows what's up. All right, it is Listeners on the Loose. This is your opportunity to pick the topic, and it is your opportunity to guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That is the number to call. That is the number to text. We got more of your calls, more of your texts. We'll take those at 9:34 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com. Nobody said adulting would be easy. Between work, family, chores, and activities, life can get real messy real fast. Good thing there's Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner. Simple Green tackles even the toughest cleanup jobs in every room of your house. Simple Green has been a trusted cleaning brand for nearly 50 years, and it's now available in both lemon and lavender scents. So you get a cleaner that not only works hard, but leaves your home smelling fresh. Even better, Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner is US EPA Safer Choice certified for use around people, pets, and plants. Stronger, safer, fresher. That's the cleaning experience we all want, right? When life gets messy, Simple Green gets it clean. This stuff literally removes dirt, grease, and stains from any washable surface in your home. Visit simplegreen.com today to view their complete product lineup and discover where to buy in your area.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the right Superstart battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text.
We have a birthday celebration to give out there.
All right. Well, you got a whole party we got to bring to somebody?
Huge party. They texted us a while ago, and I made sure to put it in my calendar, BJ, because I was like, they were like, hey, on May 31st, can you wish somebody a happy birthday? I'm like, man, it's like May 10th.
Oh.
Like, how am I supposed to remember?
You put it in your calendar. Good
I actually
for you.
put it in my phone calendar,
Nice.
and an alert went up this morning and just said birthday. And I'm like, what the F does that mean? And it took me forever until I finally clicked. I'm like, there was a text from someone who wanted us to wish somebody special in their life a happy birthday.
I am very happy you remembered what that meant.
Yes.
Because I'm already judging you for just putting birthday in without any context.
Well, it's like my buddy Munson last week just sent me a text that said happy birthday. I'm like, thanks. It's in October, but I'll save this for then. And then he's like, wait, I have 2 different birthdays in my phone for you. So I figured one of them was right. He was wrong.
Yeah, he ended up being wrong.
Yeah. So it says, hola, bitches, been listening to you guys ever since you first came out. First time ever texting or talking to you guys. My husband was going to text you all, but he passed away 3 years ago in his sleep on Christmas night.
Oh, damn.
So I was wondering on May 31st if you could give me a big fish sandwich. Happy 60th birthday from Debbie, and my birthday wishes I can find love again. Thanks a lot, guys. Rock on. Forward, never straight.
Oh.
Much love to you, Debbie. We don't do the fish sandwich thing. That's a men's room thing, but text them.
Fish sandwich.
Fish sandwich. We don't have those sound effects in our system. But
so,
much love to you.
It's her birthday.
It sounds like it's her husband who passed away's birthday.
Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday in the place that's awesome for him, wherever that place might be.
Or it's her birthday.
You did a really good job with this.
I'm reading the text.
I feel like that. I think she wants the birthday. Let me try that.
I don't know. It says my husband was going to text you all, but he passed away 3 years ago in his sleep on Christmas night. So I was wondering on May 31st if you could give me a big fish sandwich. Happy 60th birthday, Debbie. And my birthday wish. Yeah, you're probably right. It sounds like it's her birthday.
Okay. Look, you were reading the thing. I thought, did I hear that wrong?
No, you heard it right. I read it into my brain wrong.
Yeah, you did.
You know what? We shouldn't wish her.
Hold
a
on.
happy
Would you put a note into your phone? Birthday again, just because I want to see if you can figure it out tomorrow. What the hell that means?
This is birthday.
Unbelievable. Debbie, happy birthday to you then.
Yes.
And she says she wants to find love again.
Big 6-0.
Oh yeah. Well, you know
we
what?
We love you.
Yeah, we love you. And you know what? I mean, nowadays, man, at 6-0, our generation, we can go out and make stuff happen. It's not like it used to be. You can find love. I think you can find love in action. Especially if you like action, you're going to find love.
She said love. She didn't say anything about action.
Well, action gets you some love once in a while.
And sometimes with love comes action.
That's what I'm talking about.
And also with birthdays comes a parrot singing you happy birthday.
Oh.
So since today is National Parrot Day, happy birthday, Debbie.
I feel like there we go. That's the parrot.
Yeah.
Probably should have given the fish sandwich instead. But
what?
All we had was the stupid parrot.
That's what happens when you text us and not the men's room.
That's okay, though.
Happy birthday.
We did the best we could with what we had.
I mean, I probably could have passed that text along to the men's room.
Might not have been a bad idea.
No, they're probably no.
They would have known whose birthday it was at least.
That's a good point.
Those guys are the ones that do the drinking in the afternoon, and I still think they would have figured it out.
But Danny's reaction's right. There's no guarantee they would know whose birthday it was.
Okay, then.
They might have just as intelligent conversation as we just had.
Yeah, well, I can't really stump you there on that one. It is listeners on the loose. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That is the number to text.
Someone said, hey, Lakewood Larry texted us and said, did you hear Al Pacino? 83 years old. His girlfriend is pregnant.
Dude, it's
That
nuts.
means he'll be 101 when the child turns 18. LOL.
Dude, it's nuts.
So what was it? De Niro, we found out was like 70-something.
79, I believe.
So Al Pacino's like, hold my beer?
Yeah. Honest to God, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they talk.
How old's his wife?
She's, think, 29? 29.
Whoa.
He's 83. How?
Well, her being 29 probably helps him.
Yeah. I mean,
that's nature's Viagra right there.
As much as people want to say that folks aren't attracted to whatever they're attracted to, this sure as hell looks like, hey, she's young and attractive and he's got a lot of money. It seems like that's the attraction.
Well, she might be just attracted to older gentlemen because I think she was dating Mick Jagger before she was with...
That is correct.
Yeah, dude. And again, he's got money too.
Oh, so you think that she's into these guys because of their money and not because of anything else?
Dude, they are not. I mean,
that's
have you seen
very ignorant of
Mick Jagger? I mean, looks like an old guy trying not to be an old guy. And if you've seen the picture of Pacino and her together,
Pacino looks like an old guy. Doesn't give an F that he's an old guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he it's just like he looks just like De Niro, not De Niro. Honey, I'm Home. Who's that actor?
Jack Nicholson.
You see Jack Nicholson at the Lakers game?
Honey, I'm home.
And
I knew exactly who you were talking about.
Here's Johnny. How about that one?
Oh, that was the one I meant to say. Here's
Honey,
Johnny.
I'm home.
I really blew that in every direction. You're right.
Well, we knew what he meant.
Danny knew that I was having a stroke.
Honey, I'm around now.
I guess my point being
It's
is
me, Jonathan.
Jack Nicholson did not look much different than Al Pacino did in that picture. They both look like they go, we do not care to ever present ourselves in any sort of fashion ever again.
And he's with someone who's not even 30.
29. Yeah, I mean, younger than my kids.
Yeah.
And making babies with that person.
What if your daughter said, hey, Dad, I want you to meet my new fiance?
Oh, I'd be all for that.
Robert De Niro.
I mean, look, I love J-Rubs, but if she brought home a Hollywood celebrity with all that cash that you know she's going to get access,
and then she gets all knocked up, then
I am
she's
all
guaranteed
for it.
money.
I am set for life.
I mean, apparently she has dated younger guys. She dated this guy who's 61 years old, but he is a billionaire.
Okay,
Nicholas
so she has a thing. She has a type.
Rest my case.
What? Her type is older gentlemen.
Mama. And she, oh, by
There's
the way.
plenty of young, rich people that she could easily been with.
But they don't want to be with her.
Why not?
She's an attractive woman. It's pretty much fish in a barrel. You go for old guys looking the way she does. You got it. But here's the thing. If she's going after young, attractive men, I hate to say it, but they have a field of basically it's the Bachelor for them. Whereas for her, she's like, you know what, who I'm not going to compete with? There ain't going to be no young women going in this pool much.
I bet there's plenty of young women that want to get with Robert De Niro.
The wrinkled boys look?
The multi-millionaire look?
Well, guess what? She won.
That would have been a good game show.
Yeah.
Old rich dude with a bunch of hot young chicks.
See, that's the show that they should put that on TV. They won't, but that's the reality show that I'd watch. I watch that show.
You're saying they won't? Of course they will. There's no standards in television.
I agree, except that if you're it's not politically correct for older men to be dating younger women.
Oh,
so
put it on
that's
Netflix and people.
Oh, you're saying all right? I think that show should be made.
She's 29. We're not like talking like she's 19.
29 and 83 though is pretty bad.
That's plenty that they have in common.
What?
They both experienced living in the 20s.
Yeah.
Different 20s, you know.
All right, I'll give you that. I will give you that. Oh, man, dude. That's nuts.
BJ, have you already forgotten the great show MILF Manor has done the opposite of this?
See, it's okay. You're right, Joey. It's okay for older women to date younger guys. Society doesn't crap all over that. But society does get angry when they see an older man with a young woman. They think it's predatory. It's just how it is.
Speaking of MILFs, I saw a great shirt at the gym.
I'm afraid to even entertain this.
Mind you, there was one time I saw a guy at the gym wearing a shirt that said boner donor, which I was like,
okay, that was a classic.
That's an interesting choice of attire when you go to a gym where there's both men and women there. But yeah, go knock yourself out. Whatever gets you a good pump. This guy was rocking a shirt that said, do MILFs, not drugs.
Do MILFs, not drugs.
Something like that.
They sell those at Spencer's Gifts at the mall.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised at all of the, because Spencer's was always kind of one of those like on the edge type of stores.
Yeah.
But I went in there the other day and I was like, Lily, we need to leave right now.
Why?
Because there's just
there's so many
shirts.
adult items.
Filth?
Yes, I mean just lots of bad words on shirts, lots of like suggestions, and I was like, wow. Yeah.
Don't forget their little fun adult section. You can't let her wander down that way.
That's true. That has existed since I was a teen.
That's what I'm saying. That's
and
why
the blacklight photos.
But if you can't lose your kid in that store, you'll be like, Mommy, what's this?
It's a paperweight. It's a paperweight.
That's in the back. Like those shirts were in like right up front.
Yeah. I know, but I may have made that mistake of letting Sarah get lost at a very young age at the Spencer's and realizing, oh crap.
I just wonder what you're thinking when you put that on and you head to the gym.
Yeah. You're thinking some MILFs are going to go, I want to keep you from drugs, brother.
It's like some kid I saw the other day walking the streets in Puyallup, and he just had, it said, I love hot moms. And he was probably like 15. And I'm like, man, that's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
That's cougar hunting right there.
You
got to
wear that over to a sleepover.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Did he go over to his buddy's house and his mom is cute?
Stacy's mom.
Right.
Yeah. I think I would have worn that shirt. If I could get away with it.
You had the one with the gynecologist shirt. Of course you would.
It was a gift. It was a great shirt. Everybody loved that shirt except my wife. OB1
OBGYN or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
OBGYN Kenobi.
That's what it was.
That's it. Thank you, Joe.
He wore it to every Magic the Gathering.
It was great. Everybody who had a sense of humor loved it.
And it was like an Obi-Wan Kenobi character with his face buried into something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. What's wrong with that picture?
It's just not what
He's an OBGYN. He's not doing anything sexual.
No.
He's a doctor.
Ah, yes. What's that lightsaber there for?
Well, so he can see what's going on.
Oh, that's his light.
Hello in there. Oh, and that's what Obi-Wan always would say. Hello there.
It's available. If you want it, we can get it.
There's a cleaner version where it's just him as an actual doctor with Padme.
You know that exactly is why people put the cleaner version out, because people like me couldn't wear it anymore.
With a pregnant woman.
That's Padme. Come on.
Is she pregnant?
Yes, she gave birth to Luke and Laura. I mean, Luke and Leia. Or Luke and Laura.
Spoiler alert, man.
Yes, spoiler alert. Sorry I spoiled that movie from 20 years ago. My apologies. Yeah, so there it is. He probably is also saying, get away from Anakin. It's not going to work out.
Again, spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, I've got the high ground. I can say what I want. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK.
All right, someone wanted to know, did you guys catch Steel Panther on America's Got Talent last night?
I didn't know they went to that show.
Yes, they were one of the contestants. And it was hilarious. I just saw the clips. I wasn't watching it, but I saw them post about it. And then I saw the clips, and they did like their the Eyes of a Panther song that they have. And it tore the house down, of course.
Wow.
It's Steel Panther. Like, those guys know how to perform. I'm wondering, like, why are they doing this? Other than maybe just to get their name out there?
Well, that must be what this show has become. I always thought it was unknown.
I know. A lot of people are complaining because they're like, so now we're just letting pros do this too?
Yeah, because those guys tour.
Yeah.
And they've headlined.
Yeah, they don't have, they do it very well for themselves, unless maybe they're just like, this will get us a new audience.
Yeah, I don't fault them for doing it. But it's the same thing with some businesses going on Shark Tank, and they have no desire to ever make a deal with anybody. They just want to promote their product.
Yep.
And, I get it. I get why people would be upset. And obviously, there's got to be a reason why AGT is doing it, because this is their 400th season, so I guess they got to make it entertaining.
I mean, and they know that Steel Panther's going to bring entertainment to them. Whether or not they go far, people are going to enjoy it. Clearly, like you watch the video that they post on their Twitter, and like the entire place is losing their minds because they're so good live.
But let me just say this to the people that would naysay. Our buddy Justin Ruppel, who's a friend of the show, great comedian, he was on AGT, and he had already been a comic. He'd already done stuff. He'd already headlined. So what's the line? But he wasn't a gigantic name.
And he wasn't like on the level. I think Steel Panther's more well-known than Justin Ruppel. But I mean... But to who? To me, maybe because I'm more of a music guy.
Yeah, how many people know him?
Maybe someone who's a fan of comedy heard of Justin but never heard of Steel Panther.
Yeah. So yeah, it's and like I thought of Piff the Magic Dragon, who was a great comic, was on AGT, and the guy was already doing shows before he did AGT. So I guess it's a vehicle for people who, want to get more publicity, and maybe that's how it always has been. We just weren't aware of these people.
It's great that they're inviting like some of the judges to be their groupies and all that.
Oh, yeah, of course they are.
Yeah, Steel Panther doesn't break their characters. But yeah, it looked like they had a blast up there. And what if they end up winning? Isn't the whole thing if you win, you get a Vegas residency?
Yeah.
I feel like they had that at some point.
I know, really. It's very bizarre.
It'll be on a bigger level. And plus, I think you get like $1 million.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
I don't think Steel Panther will turn that down.
No, that's easy money for them and great exposure.
Yeah.
I'd love to see like what their album sales have been like since, or album streams, because that's the world we live in now. Who's buying records?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think they're probably very happy about how this worked out.
They probably made an extra 25 cents from the billion streams that they got. To pay the streaming services, pay bands.
Oh, man. All right, we got a question for you. What do Ryan Castle and an 85-year-old man have in common? I'll tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and an 85-year-old man have in common?
Well, I work with one.
How do you... You can't talk about Hair Club like that.
Oh, I don't work with them anymore.
Oh, okay, then it works out. That's fine. Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, they both removed their teeth to give Steve a sexy time.
Wow.
I do not.
These are my real teeth.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Yeah. And they were very expensive.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Well, there's police in central Japan. They arrested an 85-year-old man on Sunday. Why? Because that man was trying to steal condoms.
Good for him.
85?
Wow. Look, if I'm the authorities, I'd be like, I'll pay for it. This guy, if he's able to still use condoms at 85, let him go crazy.
Yeah, what are you worried about at 85 years old?
You're 85. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. You walk into the convenience store to steal condoms. 2 packs he just stole.
Well, we know it's not Al Pacino because he's clearly not using condoms at 85.
Hey.
Can that still happen when you're 85?
Yeah, he's just made somebody pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like 83 years old, has a kid on the way.
Wow.
How about Al Pacino?
Wow.
Yeah. That's right. And De Niro just had a kid, too, at 79.
He's like, why not? I'm not going to have to worry about it.
It's not my problem. I'll be dead before.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.